feel it. Do I get to rap?
No, you don't.
Okay.
Well, this is a place. What?
I said, did you hear me when I said that? When I called you a dream
when I
killer?
said that?
Yeah. I can't really whisper things.
I can't really whisper things. You're ruining the podcast already.
You can't talk.
All right. Now, first things first. Can you hear yourself okay?
Well, yes. Now I can.
Okay. If you're gonna bring a snarky attitude, I'm gonna kick you out.
Okay. I'll put it away. I'll straighten up and fly right.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 4th episode of Conservatish with Peter Feliciano. My name is Conservatish. And we are... I really enjoy being stupid. It's my favorite thing in the world. We have a female on, so you can't judge me for sexism, so there.
That's true. I'm here to... I'm the... Oh, I can't say the P word. I can't say it casually. I was going to say I'm the P word police, but I'm not going to do that.
What does that mean? Oh, pussy police?
Yeah.
You can't say pussy very easy.
Okay, when you were talking to...
All right, here, say it. Wait. Say it in 2 separate words. Say puh.
I know where it's going. Puh. So I can do that. That's fine.
I'm very proud of you. Now, do it. You can just like a Band-Aid, just rip it.
Oh, I really can't. I was like, I'll just say it, but I don't know. Hang on. Okay. Oh, no. Okay.
Has motherhood really messed you that bad?
No, I don't need... Man, I can't...
Okay, all right. That's okay. That's all right. It's all right. We're only like a minute into the first podcast. It's okay. No. Breathe.
Pussy.
Wow.
Okay.
Get the fuck out.
I know. Sorry. I didn't want to be one. Sorry. I know, I'm sorry.
No, see, that's the thing is I don't think you need to. This is a very low key. You can be whatever. You can be as white bread as it. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
That's good. That's what I want to give off is the Wonder Bread.
So you said you listened to an hour and 45 minutes of Sheldon, but that's it.
Oh God. Yeah, that's true.
We've been friends for 47 years.
Approx.
My guest today is Bridget, by the way.
And she sounds like a dolphin when she laughs.
She does sound like it. No, okay, don't. See, this is what I'm saying. I don't want to edit things, and you're going to force me to edit things. You're going to force me to go back and probably just delete this whole fucking thing.
If that's fine. Think of it as emotional, just, reset.
Pussy. All right. Is it the dirtiness of it, or is it it doesn't roll off the tongue very well for you?
It's both, but it's the dirtiness of it, especially. I'm more likely to be able to say it in a way where I'm calling someone like a wuss. More likely in that way. Especially in an anatomical form.
You wouldn't be referring to a woman's privates.
Correct.
Privates feels worse.
Likely.
By the way, to me.
Really?
Privates.
Well, it sounds naughty. I did air quotes.
No, it feels like I'm audibly molesting somebody.
Yeah. Oh.
Privates.
Yeah, okay.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I do.
So it is, I guess. Down. Yeah, so, but, am I too loud? I think I'm too loud.
Always. Every day.
Okay, you know what?
All the days.
I'm trying my best. All right, but you can hear yourself fine, right?
I think, yes.
Okay, great.
Now I'm nervous.
Because when I was listening to Sheldon, that first episode, ladies and gentlemen, Sheldon's a very powerful man, but he's not the loudest man. Mm-hmm. And I try really hard. As you can tell, you're an hour and 4, which is the saddest, by the way. I apologize to everyone so the first episode was Sheldon. Second episode was Jake. Third episode is Pollo Del Mar. Ooh. All of those are like 2.5 hours long. Ooh. So, no, that's not... I'm not saying that to, brag. I'm saying I apologize to the universe for that waste of your time.
Not even. No, it's... Honestly, I like long podcasts because it gives you something to go back to. And, who's going to... Who has that long to listen to one thing? And I don't like when they're that short and then you have to wait for the next week for something to come out. It's not right.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Well, the old format of half hour. I was thinking about this because now in the era, I hate thinking that I know what I'm talking about. But in the era of,
it happens with age. You suddenly feel like you know
I've
stuff.
always thought I knew stuff. But in the era of like Netflix and binge watching, I was like watching The Office for like literally the 15th time probably that I've gone all the way through The Office.
Yeah.
You've done that with Friends,
Because
haven't you?
Yep, that's
Yeah.
You knew I was going to say that. Yeah.
Of course. I know that we're gonna have like an hour to talk about fucking Joey.
Because that's socially relevant.
No, you're more of a Chandler, aren't you?
I am.
Yeah,
yes.
you're definitely more
Good
of a Chandler.
job. Sorry if I screamed into the microphone.
Well,
My
it
apologies.
wouldn't be the first thing you did wrong on the podcast.
That's nice.
But
Confidence building. Piece.
What's the what was I saying? It was in this age of binge watching, there's a in the I feel like I could just say that. That feels actually like private. In this area of I will get to my point. I swear to fucking God. Why does this thing say time to reorder extreme sourful airheads?
Because it's always time to reorder extreme sour. Let's just leave it out all the time on the desk, and people will hopefully bring you things.
In this era of binge watching, you can see the same things over and over, or it's not like one episode and then I have to wait a whole week or a couple of weeks for the next episode or a whole season. And so it has a tendency sometimes, especially to get repetitive, or there's not so much of an arc, if you will. So what does that have to do? I'm sorry.
I don't know, but I'm right there with you because you know what? We started Riverdale, and let me tell you,
what's Riverdale?
You don't need to know it's for teenage children, and
why
I have the soul
it?
of a teenage child.
Yeah,
that's why I answered your question
true.
before you asked
well,
it. Yeah. That's me. Any Hooters. So, that's right.
Wait, so you can say Hooters, but not...
I can't. It's an establishment. There's not a restaurant with that name.
You said it, by the way.
I did.
You said it. I'm gonna, that's gonna be the name.
No.
I'm not gonna name the episodes,
I know,
but I'm
you
just saying.
Do that.
No, what do you mean I wouldn't
I know, that was stupid.
Don't dare
shoot.
me.
What have I done? No, but
the
yeah,
guest,
right.
ladies and gentlemen, is
Don't
pussy.
Yeah.
But anyway, so Friends.
So Friends. Again, socially relevant at all times. The sexism on that show was just, he's clapping.
No, I saw that shit. I saw that. In this age, is Friends really appropriate? Fuck you. What
Dude,
assholes.
Shoot, we can
The
look at
trans,
anything.
the trans fear,
Yep.
and the fuck you, man.
And I really feel like they were nice to Chandler's mom.
Oh, Chandler's moms were gay.
Chandler's dad was then Chandler's kind of. I think he still called him dad, but he was in Viva Las Vegas, a male burlesque show.
You know so much about that show. This is terrifying. It's not even on a platform, is it? It's not on Hulu, is it?
It is on Netflix's.
Oh, it is on Netflix?
Yeah, and
okay.
Nickelodeon probably every single night, which makes me feel so old because Nick Jr.
Why are you watching Nickelodeon? People who say pussy are not allowed to watch Nickelodeon.
Well, that's why I stop it. I didn't want to lose that privilege. Okay. But no, Nick at Night had all the black and white shows when I was a kid. And then all of a sudden now it has like Full House and Friends and things that I was a kid with. And I'm like, no, this is for old people. But I'm an old person. So
then you're saying you dislike trans people and you hate all gays. That's what you're saying.
Well, yeah, I watch Friends. So clearly.
So you're part of the problem, obviously, Bridget.
That's true.
Right.
The rest of that was not
as soon as I met you, actually, I was like, she's part of the problem.
That sounds right. That was a long time ago. I feel like I wasn't giving off the part of the problem vibe at that point.
We could ask other people that we both know. I'm sure. Do we? I don't think we even have any people that we both know.
I think I would name them, but we have from Mr. Reuter.
Yeah, Mr. Reuter.
You knew?
Oh yeah, I did.
Yeah, I mean,
did I know you at the Mr. Reuter times?
You used to come into my Starbucks.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I used to be a plumber.
I hate to break it to you.
It was only for 2 months. It was only for 2 months.
That's not true.
I was not very good. No. But also, not just that, but I also, did I ever tell you the story of why I stopped being a plumber?
I think you did, but I think it's a story for the world.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ready? In this era. No, so I was, and I'm sure it's not all Mr. Reuters. And by the way, funny story, Mr. Reuter means male prostitute in England. So
Those trucks driving around.
Right.
Yeah.
But anyway, so Mr. Rooter Plumbing, I was working for one in San Jose area. Fuck, when was that? 2007, I want to say. 6?
It was either 6 or 7. I mean, when I believe that I met you and knew you.
Right. Anybody who meets me, like, immediately writes it down in their diary.
I probably did, but I don't have the reference right now.
Right. I'm so scattered. My espresso hasn't come in
know.
right now. I'm very
chug
sorry.
it.
Well, it's already...
now.
No, I've already drank half of it.
Oh, well,
Hang
then
on.
chug the other half.
Would you please let me... I was about to.
Okay.
What?
Well,
What
no.
does it say?
While you do that, I'll narrate. Peter is drinking a quad espresso, which he says he's only halfway done with, which means he's only had a double espresso this morning. And that is partly why he's trying to finish the story about being a plumber and why he stopped. Now he's, almost, I think he's done. Now it's getting, I'm just going to let that linger. You feel better?
I remember your voicemail. Remember when voicemail messages used to have
like words?
songs?
Yes.
No, when you would call you. Oh no, that was your ringback tone.
Oh,
remember ringback?
Ringback. Yes, I do remember ringback tones. Oh yeah.
I would call her and ringback tones. She had linger.
Oh my God, yes I did. And then you didn't you change the word to smell my finger? Have to smell my finger.
No, I would never do anything crass.
That's nothing like you. I'm sorry. Maybe.
I'm not like a say pussy on a podcast kind of guy.
If I could translate.
But so anyway, this is awesome. I know this is very scattered, and I apologize to everyone, but I'm having a blast. We can cut the entire
beginning out and just start here.
Right.
Just be like,
I just
hey,
delete
this is Bridget,
all of this
do it
now.
Just, start over, reset.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to... No, so I was plumbing, but only because I didn't have any skills. And so, no offense to plumbers. Actually, I have 2 brothers who are plumbers. But they're legit plumbers. But anyway, I was, in fact, one of them I think I'm going to have on the podcast.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I was, I just got that job. I'm like 20 years old. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm losing another job for being late too many times. And so I got a job there, and one of the things about it was that it was more about the sales of the plumbing services than it was actually about the plumbing services. And so one of the things you needed to do that made a lot of money was repiping. And so I'm totally butchering the name of it, but it turns out you have roots growing through your pipe, so we need to just repipe this whole front yard. And so I saw my manager, I saw multiple people do it, but when I saw my manager do it, I was like, okay, yeah, I got to get the hell out of here. We went over, and you can put a camera down into the pipe, and so you can show the customer, like, hey, no, I know we cleared this, but look, this is a pipe that has a crack in it, and there's shit growing into the pipe. You need a new pipe. And I saw multiple people, including my manager at the time, take grass from the lawn and throw it down the pipe, and then put the camera down there and say, oh, look, see, you have roots. We need to redo it, and cost you thousands of dollars. So, wow. Yeah, so that was no good.
Like, anyway, I remember you saying about
it took me 58 years to get to that.
Absolutely.
It took me a long time to say that.
I feel like this is Sheldon's podcast twice. Is how long.
Well, if you could put the mic a little closer to
I'm
your
sorry. There's that better. Jeez. I know I'm such a creep. People are gonna hate me. God, I don't belong here.
Listen, if I haven't turned them off so far by my creepiness.
That's a very good point.
Did you bring a Jew joke? You didn't bring a Jew joke. You were saying like, I don't know if I could be on the podcast because I don't know any Jew jokes.
Sorry.
So you wait. So then you've listened to Jake's podcast.
I did. I didn't listen all the way through. I'm sorry. My apologies.
Christ.
I wanted to come with a little bit of knowledge about each podcast experience.
Why? Really?
Yeah. Yeah, I did. Shut your
Well,
face.
here's what I think about Sheldon.
Stop it. No.
You need to see his hair. His hair, Sheldon's hair, is the most magnificent thing. So do you know Steve Perry? Is it Joe Perry? No, Steve Perry. Sorry. Wait. Do you know Steve Perry from Journey?
Oh, yeah.
The lead singer of Journey?
Yes.
The flowing, feathered, magical.
That's Sheldon's hair?
It's like the hair equivalent of the Never-Ending Story.
Okay.
It's a majestic journey for us all, really. It's a majestic, it's a journey, it's like looking into a mirror and seeing God.
Yes, absolutely.
It's like seeing the father of us all.
You know what I think you should do
What?
is have some type of contest in the world, except you just, before you say this, okay?
What?
And have them draw what they think Sheldon looks like. Because I feel like I didn't get a long goddessy hair vibe from the Sheldon that I heard. And in no way is that...
Does he sound Asian, by the way?
That did cross my mind. I don't know if that's... I felt like there was a
first your
sparkle
racial
of,
profiling.
I know, aren't
and
I?
second you're saying pussy on the podcast.
Stop it. I feel as though there was a sparkle of an Asian flair to the Canadian sound.
Right. You're driving along listening to the podcast and you smell egg rolls. That's
essentially.
what you're saying. Got it.
Yeah. I like how much more offensive I feel. When you're like, so to sum it up, what you mean is everybody sucks and white people are the best.
Right, exactly.
Right?
No,
yeah.
I should have started that episode with
That's nice. Hindsight's 20/20.
I'm proud of
man.
myself.
You should be. Look at you.
Anyway, thank you so much for doing this. I really, really appreciate you being on. It's been a long time.
It has been a really long time.
It's been a long time. You've got a child now.
I do. I know. That's how I feel when it's immediately talking about the child. It's like, it's the most exhausting thing ever.
So, okay.
But I love him.
In watching The Office, see, in this era of binge watching, it does seem, it's so tiring. But like, how does a human survive the amount of exhaustion that comes along with making another human?
I feel like everybody just does what they have to do all the time. I mean, because I don't know. I feel like sometimes, hey, how the Hello Kitty do you get this much sleep and there's no
you
sleep
mean just
involved.
even without a child, you're saying?
Well, when you're pregnant with a baby, you can't sleep. But then the baby
Really?
comes. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's uncomfortable.
Because you just can't get comfortable.
Yeah, I'm a stomach sleeper as well, and so you got like a stupid. Sorry, but you got this thing. You got my baby was not. Oh man. Oh dear gosh. What am I doing?
I'm gonna make a list on the board here. We're gonna
her baby stupid.
Right. Called her baby stupid, pussy, and then what was the other thing? Ching chong. You said ching chong multiple times.
I did say that all the time.
You should have named the baby Ching Chong.
I feel like I went as plain Jane as I could with Joshua. I care too much about what people think. I know. I would have.
Was that a family name?
Sort of. My dad was going to name me Joshua if I were a boy.
You do seem like a Joshua.
Thank you. I love that I give off a Joshua vibe. And this shirt is a little collared. And by little, I mean it fully has a collar.
Right.
And I feel like I could be given off kind of a dudeish, mannish, masculine thing.
You're only like maybe a couple of weeks. Like if there was a tweak in the DNA, you're only a couple of weeks from like shorts, like here's what I'm thinking. That type of shirt, but just with a little longer sleeve and red shorts that don't go past your knees.
Absolutely not.
And then kind of canvas looking shoes with no socks.
No.
And you walk around, so it's Josh, not Joshua, and your friends call you Joshy. Okay. Joshy! Right? And you have a Jeremy, you have like you're like a Marina bro.
I like it.
You're a Marina bro. In fact, that does seem like a little Marina bro of a shirt. I'm not judging you. I'm just saying I judge that shirt.
Well, my mother got it from Costco.
I'm saying your choices are bad, but I'm not saying you are.
Essentially, you just insulted my mother's choices because prior to, I had just stated that my mother got this shirt from Costco for the deal. And the general masculinity.
So yesterday was treat day. I've decided to call it treat day instead of cheat day.
Oh.
But what I do to myself on a treat day is not a treat.
What? what? Come on.
Well, because the reality is that I'm not. I mean, this is why I can't drink like a normal human being. I also can't eat like I don't fuck around when it's time to really, when it's like, okay, I've been on this, like I've lost, like we were talking about, I've lost 96 pounds and
a little mini clap
feeling
for
really
Peter
good.
From the audience.
Would you stop, please?
Everybody loves you.
Excuse me. I'm talking. But I lost 96 pounds, but when it's time to really like do it, I fucking do it. I don't like, let me go, let me have I don't know, I'll have a burger, I don't want a piece of lettuce in my mouth. I don't want a fucking, I don't want a vegetable to touch my tongue. Mm-hmm. Get the fuck out of my face with that shit. I want a pizza, I want chips, and I want ice cream. Last night I got, oh God, I'm getting way too truthful. Last time I talked did you listen to I talked about getting my dick sucked from some dudes on the Jake podcast.
No, I did not hear that. Not yet. No,
well, I buried it deep, and I didn't do it intentionally. But I'm just saying, I'm getting too honest with this. I mean, obviously, there's some things I won't share, but I'm getting too honest. So I'll get real. Last night I got Domino's pizza. Because honestly, I do think Domino's is not that bad.
No,
I know,
I agree.
a lot of you motherfuckers are like, "Ooh, it's just trash." Fuck you. I don't want to spend double the amount. Because usually, go to Round Table, $25. Like Domino's has it for literally $8.
Well, yeah. If you're getting like a small.
Nah, I did not get a small. No. There's carry out deals, bro.
Oh, dude, it's life changing.
So I ordered it online because I'm a high tech fatso.
Absolutely.
And I went and picked it up. So it's Domino's. And then I was like, I want chips, but there was no Safeway around.
I need
no, it gets so
chips.
much worse. So I wanted some chips, but there's no Safeway that was open.
What time was this?
This was at like 12:45.
I was ordering my pizza at 2 a.m, and then when is a Domino's going to be open?
Excuse me, mother. Some of us still stay up past 8 p.m.
Shut up.
Please don't say shut up on the podcast.
Okay.
But so I got but I wanted chips, but I didn't have. So I'm like, okay, maybe fries will do it. So there was a McDonald's drive-thru, so I went to the McDonald's drive-thru. But if I'm getting fries, I mean, there's no chicken. There's no fried chicken on the pizza. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna get a McChicken, a small fry.
Why not?
And a chocolate shake.
Okay.
And the pizza. So I didn't eat all of the pizza, but I ate literally everything else. So
I mean, it's a cheat day or a treat day.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying. What I do to myself, that's not a treat. Oh, I'm gonna treat yourself. Like it's not a Parks and Rec type of thing. Like, treat yourself. By the way, Retta is not fucking funny. I don't know why. I mean, I appreciate her character on that show, but like, why? Just because you're fat and black doesn't mean you're talented. Anyway.
Just coming in hot with that statement.
Anyway, but like, that's not a fucking treat, man. That's abuse is what it was. Why did I start talking about that?
I don't know, but I think honestly, maybe you're feeling a little funny in your tummy and you were like, you know what I shouldn't have done was eat a whole pizza and a McChicken or what have you with some fries and shakes and chips. What kind of chips, by the way?
This is the chips that I like. Give me what are those Hawaiian chips?
The onion
ones.
The Maui onion or whatever.
Yeah, motherfucker. Or the barbecue ones are not bad either.
My mouth's watering.
Are you serious? I got you orange juice.
No.
And what is this?
Those are Teddy Grahams. Did you bring me Maui onion chips is my question.
I didn't know. I wanted to skirt the line. That was as unhealthy as I got with a Teddy Grahams.
That I would be comfortable like feeding that to my child. So
Teddy
I feel
Grahams,
like
that's what I figured.
Yeah.
So take them home.
Worried. Oh no, yeah, that's what I was doing. I was actually hitting you up for food.
What were we talking about? Oh, chips.
Chips.
Also, give me the vegetable ones, not the vegetable ones. Those fucking veggie crisps and suck a dick, but like those
veggie ones. What are you? The only ones I can think of that are veggies are like the veggie sticks.
Yeah, veggie sticks. Boo.
You don't like those?
Boo.
What other veggie ones?
The ones I'm thinking are the sweet potato. They're the black bag.
Do you have to get them in like Whole Foods? Or maybe not.
No, they have them Safeway. So it's like sweet potato, carob, or like that red carob. There's like a red root. I don't know. It's the ones that are like there's a red chip and a white chip and an orange chip.
You know that people listening know exactly what you're talking about. They're like, it's the Myers brand chips.
I do have a corner on the fat kid market. So actually, a lot of these kids are. It's called Naturals.
That sounds right.
It sounds about right.
It does.
But anyway, those chips. Maybe a Sun Chip. I like a Sun Chip.
What flavor Sun Chip?
I'm gonna go original.
Okay.
I'm gonna go original. Okay. What about you?
I was gonna say Harvest Cheddar.
You like a Harvest Cheddar?
I like a Harvest Cheddar.
In the Sun Chip.
Yeah.
Okay. I can respect that.
Yeah.
French onion is good. I'll eat it.
Yeah.
But it's probably not my first go-to. What else in your chips?
Stop it. You know what I'm obsessed with are the Ruffles salt and pepper. They're like the wavy like crinkle cut ones, and they're salt and pepper. Shut it, man. They're so good. Ugh. Oh, I wish I would have brought them for you, and then you'd change your tune.
No, I wouldn't.
You would.
No, today's not treat day, by the way. I would lick it, but I wouldn't eat it.
Well, that's what he said. I think that was probably the right thing for me to say. I think that worked. Your silence is creeping me out, man. Stop it.
I want to see how long I could get.
Right. It was creepy.
Okay, what else? Okay, salt and pepper. Do you like those? What was those ones? Damn it, you just reminded me of one. What else? What
did I say?
Ruffles? Salt and vinegar.
I love salt and vinegar chips.
I do like salt and vinegar.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I can eat a lot of those, and they'll make your mouth all annoyed.
Oh my God, my mouth after salt and vinegar chips is like, it's bleeding.
Wow, that sounded like I was underwater, and I was at Monterey Bay Aquarium.
So Joshua.
That kid, man.
This is strange. I don't know if my espresso has kicked in or not.
I don't know. Maybe I bore you, which is possible.
Maybe you're from the barrio?
Stop it.
So you had the dumb... So you can't sleep when you have a pregnant have a pregnant belly?
Well, especially if you sleep on your belly, but also he was very active. He was like always kicking and moving.
Jesus.
And you're supposed to only have morning sickness for like the first trimester, and I had morning sickness all throughout. So it was not fun. I did not enjoy being pregnant at all.
Right.
But he came 5 weeks early, and so I feel like that was just the universe being like, hey, you need to get out of this.
Right.
And I'm gonna help you out. And so just pop that water.
Jesus. Right.
Imagine that.
Was it like a health thing? Was it scary with him being 5 weeks pregnant?
He was not 5 weeks pregnant because that is impossible. Okay, stop it. My child, he is but a baby.
Yeah, actually, that would be impossible on multiple levels.
So many.
Not to be heteronormative.
Yeah, if you could stop.
Right. But what do you? So was it scary, like him being early?
In the aspect of like, it all happened very quickly. So I didn't have a lot of time to be worried. And it was like a 5-hour labor, which to me, I always sounded like, hours. When you get into hours, I'm like, I didn't really understand it, but that was pretty quick. Because people are like
12
hour
hours.
labor.
Right.
Yeah. So,
Jesus.
Which is really long.
Right.
But, it was quick from the time my water broke to the time he was out, that I didn't really have a lot of time to worry. And by the time he was out, there was no cause for concern. So that was really all that I cared about.
Right, of course.
And then I was like a mom, and it was weird. And you're like, oh, I'm a different human. There's this other person I like love more than anything else in the whole world.
So, all right. I know you're being sarcastic about it, but I will. But I'm going to just turn that off for just a quick second. Ooh. So you did feel like a different person?
Okay, so legitimately right after, I think I was expecting, because I felt like everybody said, oh, once you have that baby, you're going to it's kind of like this immediate bond. And not that I don't 100% love my child more than anybody or myself, but like immediately, I don't think I felt that just immediate boom hit of love of like, oh, I mean, granted, within like that 24-hour period, I felt really bad if he cried and because I'm diabetic, so they had to take his blood every however often. Every time they poked his little heel and stuff, he cried. And there was a point where I cried because he was crying. And I'm like, who am I? Who is this person? And then I'm like, oh, I would stop any pain from happening to you at any point. And that's like 24, 48 hours for me when I felt that way. But right after, I was just really expecting to be hit with this freight train of love. And I kind of feel like a terrible human. But I just didn't happen the way I was...
Right.
Kind of told.
Right. The way, the way a lot of, movies and people say.
Yeah. The Pampers commercials. Have you seen the Pampers commercials?
I actually am a religious
Pampers
commercial guy.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what this tattoo says.
Yeah. I noticed. That's why I brought it.
I'm a pampy, as they say.
Oh, yeah. You don't do those Huggies.
I go to, no, fucking, actually, we firebombed a Huggies, you go to the conventions, the Pampers conventions.
for a second, I was like, "Is this really? What am I?"
That would be close to the creepiest thing in the world.
Oh yeah, that would be.
Right. That'd be. What was the thing we were saying sounded molesting? Oh, private.
Well, the Pampers protect your private. Oh, that is so creepy. I creep myself out. Too close to
the expectations are a motherfucker. Mm-hmm. Expectations in any aspect are a motherfucker. So did you feel when were you first able to kind of share that you did not feel that with people? I mean, obviously you and your husband are, people people, your family,
I don't know. I think that it was probably like a month after when I told one friend like one time about this because she was really asking about kind of the initial right after feeling of having the baby, that kind of thing. And I was just kind of honest about it because I don't know. I feel like for some reason you hear such romanticized stories of immediately after. I don't know. It's just like I didn't have a love for the fetus inside of me that I thought I should have had. Like, right. I know that's not, I mean,
No, I just love that human shit. I love that idea of like, I'm supposed to be this, with family especially,
Yeah,
I mean, with family especially is like, what does a son look like? What does a brother look like? I'm supposed to be, and I'm a bad person if I don't, and I should beat the shit out of myself and all that fucking horseshit that we do to ourselves.
Yeah.
So when you shared it, did that person have a child or no?
No, she did not. She had a friend who had recently had a baby who she told me that friend also said a similar thing where it wasn't kind of a right away thing. But it's so interesting because every time I would express like, because I did have a relatively uncomfortable pregnancy and stuff like that, I would say things like, this baby is so annoying. Like, I love you, but you're annoying, things like that. And I think I actually freaked out an ultrasound tech once because, what?
Because you said pussy?
No, I did not. I was not referencing anything anatomical.
Right.
I think that she made a comment about how his knee was in my stomach. I'm like, I forget what I said. I was like, that little turd or something like that. And she just looked at me. No. And she looks at me and she just goes, he's a baby. And I'm like, oh. I know. I'm just kidding. Like, I don't really think my child is a turd. Like, I don't know him yet.
Maybe she was really good. Like, maybe she was literally taking it seriously. Like, no, your poop doesn't do that. Like,
no, this is a baby.
This is actually, you're pregnant, hon.
Yes, hon. You're not just really super backed up.
Right.
That would be.
That'd be a bad one.
That would be.
That would be a day after treat day.
Trust me, having to pass the baby is a bad one.
A little worse?
Okay, is the bad one.
So, yeah, no, I've freaked people out. Sometimes, Jake, we've gone to restaurants before. I'm sure he's different now, but a long time ago, when the Denny's lady comes up, hey, how are you doing today? Don't answer truthfully. You know what I mean? Don't answer honestly. I remember Jake one time, or I don't know the exact... But like I remember him making people uncomfortable. Making the waitress, I'm actually in my head with fear. How are you? What? I just like, motherfucker, I just want to take your order. Why are you telling me this? Anyway, so the bond. Mm-hmm. It wasn't immediate, but does it kind of feel like, or what does it feel like to you? Fuck what other, like, the framing that other people have kind of put it under. What does it feel like to you?
Yeah. I feel, I mean, I'm almost afraid to say that, like, I love him more than anybody else because I don't want to offend anyone, but I also feel like it's pretty obvious that I love the human being that grew inside of me more than anybody else. And
Sure.
I feel like there was just one day when I was sitting there and I was holding him and there was probably a little bit of postpartum happening too, but I was just thinking about how, like, I would totally be happy to give my life for you. I would love to, if I could give up my life to know that you could live extra long or live extra healthy or something. I would do that in a hot second, like, I swear. But then I'm just like, oh, but then I'd only have one life. And then what would happen after that if he didn't, if something happened after? And then I started crying because I was thinking I only have one life to give him. And then I'm like, oh my gosh, this kid, I love him so much. This bond is real. And
Right.
it just, I don't know. It's like all of us, I don't even know. It's hard to explain. And I
Right.
felt like it should have been something that it wasn't. But then people are just weird. Like,
Mm-hmm.
people don't tell you about all the weird anatomical things that happen with when you're pregnant and
Right.
weird, gross things. Because
Well,
then it's gonna
I've
freak
heard
everyone
heard
out.
the poop thing. I've heard the when you give
The
birth,
after you give birth poop?
Yeah, that it, like, you know, I mean, it just, you know, I mean, I don't want to offend your ears.
Oh, well.
It just ching chongs right out there.
You're just, it's ching 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 along, a tonga ching a dong dong, out your booty, out everywhere.
When in the operating theater, they did da 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 da. No, all right. But no, there. Yeah, I've heard that. But do you want to share anything else that?
You mean like the gross disgustingness
Yeah, fuck
of it?
Yeah, this is conservative, bro.
I know.
This is a cone of completely free speech, bro, man.
Man, that, I mean.
Did I put that the right way?
You did. I think you
that
did.
was pretty cool.
It was a cone
I
of
feel
free
like
speech.
Jeremy and Joshua would really like the way that I said that.
You're a dork.
How
But
dare
it's fine. I know. You know, they don't tell you that you bleed for just, you know how you like, well, you assume. I assume.
From the vagina.
Yes.
Okay.
You don't have your period the entire time you're pregnant. You know, that's like one
Okay.
of the signs of knowing that you're pregnant is,
Sure.
hey, where'd my period go?
Right.
Usually. Sometimes, you know, you see those didn't know I was pregnant things and things happen, you know, shenanigans. But then
Sure.
the universe is like, haha, LOL, here's 6 weeks of bleeding. And
Like, just spotting or like straight
no,
up
like you, like
with the baby
Peter,
inside, or
no,
you're
this
saying
is after.
Oh,
this
okay,
is
okay,
after.
okay.
You have to basically wear like diapers. And no one freaking tells you
Jesus
that,
fucking
except for Chrissy
Christ.
Teigen, who is super honest and is like, I didn't know that me and my baby were both going home in diapers. But for real, yeah, it's real.
Wow.
It's like
I don't even know who
crime scene.
Chrissy Teigen is.
John Legend, you know John Legend?
Yeah, his girl.
Yeah, that's exactly
I
correct.
don't like that Instagram.
Her?
I gotta
in
tell
general?
you,
Oh,
yeah, I
you
don't like
the
that.
Instagrams. What?
I'm on the Instagram. I just don't like I don't like Instagram hot. I don't like. Here's what I'm
Instagram
saying.
Yeah, I'm gonna need more information.
I saw, you know, because I'm, you know, never mind. I saw on a website, a certain website that some
YouPorn.
people go to.
RedTube. I'm free
You know,
advertising
Kim
for porn.
Kardashian looks great in this, blah, blah, blah. I don't like that type of ass. I'm sorry. I
Okay.
know I'm supposed to because it's 2018 and oh man,
Yeah.
I like a thick, you know, like, I don't like it where it looks like a I like some ass, you know, whatever, but I don't like it where it looks like a bug's eye. You know what I mean? Like
Yes.
a close up of a
Yes.
fly.
I know. Yep, close up of a fly.
Like,
That's-
I don't like that shit, and I don't like the pressure that I'm supposed to like a Chrissy Teigen or a fucking Kim Kardashian. Of course, I would have sex with them because I'm
Of course I would. Why
I'm
would
a
I
slut.
not?
But you know, I'm just anyway. I'm sorry.
No. It's weird that body types go in and out of style. I think that's
Sure.
really weird. Like in the 90s, I feel like everybody was a lot thinner, like a little more
Sure.
maybe heroin chic-ish.
Sure.
And I don't know, I feel like, and it's great for people who have a thicker,
Junk.
have a little more junk in the trunk.
Right.
It's good. It's good for them. But I just feel like it's interesting how body types kind of go through like almost fads. It's weird.
Right, but I also on whatever the fat is, like, hey, I'm attracted to whatever I'm attracted to. I don't want to feel like, you know, I don't want to feel like I'm supposed to be attracted to a certain type or, you know. Anyway.
Like you're a terrible person for not liking that ass.
Right. So your pussy was bleeding.
So much. So much.
All right, what else?
Oh gosh, that's
one of the main things that sticks out.
Yeah, just that people don't tell you that crap, and it's so annoying.
And the craving thing is legit too, where it's just like, I want pickles and chocolate milk. What's the?
I wanted lemons. Like I would eat just straight, like eat lemons like you would eat an orange, kind of. Just like have a lemon slice and eat it, and then like another, and
Whoa. Yeah. Now, was this a thing before you got pregnant?
No.
So they wouldn't call you lemonade.
No, I would have loved it. It seems
when you would go into Safeway, they wouldn't be like, this bitch. Like
all the lemons again.
Right?
Yeah, they didn't call me Lemon Linda or anything. But
Lemon Linda.
Yeah,
I really want that to be the name of the podcast. Lemon Linda.
I don't think you've said my name. If you want to just call me,
I have. I said Bridget.
Now you've ruined it. I was gonna say
Lemon
that
Linda,
much.
Calm down.
Thank you. That's better.
Thank you.
Yeah, and that was pretty much it. It was just slices and lemons, and then like normal things. Like I ate mac and cheese for like a week straight because it sounded really good.
And cheese. What kind?
Kraft.
Thank you.
Oh,
thank you.
Okay.
Mac and cheese Kraft is the best.
Yes,
fuck
it
a
is.
Velveeta. Fuck an artisan. I don't want to go to your goddamn. I want
Absolutely.
a motherfucking. Here's what I want. I want a mac and cheese from Kraft. I want, if I can do it, if I have 2 boxes, I want 1.5 bags of cheese. Ratio to 1 box of noodle.
You and my husband could seriously talk because no, for real. And I mean,
he sounds like a fucking smart man.
Well, yeah. I mean, he likes me and Kraft mac and cheese and cheese.
And he helped make Josh.
That's
so
true.
Also a little.
Make.
You need to. Well, I'm just saying he helped. I'm not saying he did. Oh, the miracle of motherhood. It's all your fault. But okay,
my
but
fault.
he did something. He did something.
He had an orgasm.
All right, listen.
No,
but the motherfucker's there.
Oh, 100%.
He's there.
He is great. He is a great dad. But in the act of actually making the child, he had an orgasm.
Okay, but do it on your own.
100%. You are correct.
Exactly.
I couldn't, and I wouldn't, and I would cry every day.
Now. Kraft mac and cheese.
Back to the subject at hand.
The important. I want a little. You need to mix in a little milk, mix in a little butter, and let's get real. Can we get real right now? Slice up some fucking hot dogs. I don't want no artisanal nothing. Give me a ballpark. Slice that shit. Fry it on a pan next to it, and then pop it in there. Boom, dude. Holy shit!
Like a 6-year-old.
Because I'm a fat kid, I know what I'm talking about.
You could have that for your treat day.
Yeah, but I don't want to work.
Oh, like to make the food.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's very true because drive-through and picking up from Domino's, that's all very, very easy and convenient. No, that's why DoorDash is so exciting and fun because you can pay people. Have you seen the price to deliver Starbucks on DoorDash, by the way?
No.
It's like $8 to deliver Starbucks. And I'm like, that's an extra 2 drinks.
You like Starbucks still, huh?
Well, now I just get like black coffee, but I do like Starbucks now.
So you were working at Starbucks when we met.
That's the true story.
You, how long did you work there?
I worked there for 8 years.
God bless you.
I know, right?
Were you a manager at a certain point?
I was a shift supervisor. So, like, there's a barista, there's a shift supervisor, there's an assistant manager, and then there's the manager.
Did you just not want to do assistant manager?
I want to say maybe 3 years they were talking about making me an assistant manager. They sent me to another store to watch over that one, and if it went well, they were going to promote me, and then they sent me to another one, and I was
Did you say pussy too much? Is that why they were like, yeah.
You saw right through me.
Right.
Like,
they were like, we need to get rid of this lemonade, Linda.
She's pushing the lemonade, not enough coffee.
Right. Push the mic a little closer to
I
your
am
face.
the worst person.
No. Sheldon was, and I love you, Sheldon. I'm sure I swear to God, dude, Sheldon has some sort of, I know it's not just his hair. He's a mystical creature. Like,
Does he have a horn
feel like,
out of his
no,
forehead?
but spiritually, yes.
Yeah.
I feel like emotionally, like, ethereally, he's somewhere in the building. That's what I'm like.
His spirit is with us.
No, I'm saying he's somewhere here ready for me to say something bad about him. I feel like before the end of my life, he will spill my blood at some point. If not, kill me.
The way you describe him reminds me of like an epic novel. And he's like the wizard that. That's what it reminds me of. That
you saying like Sheldon
along.
is like Gandalf?
Kind of, but
Okay.
I mean, maybe it's the hair, and that's the only thing I'm gleaning from the hair.
He's Gandalf the yellow.
Stop it! Wait, now I want to know if he really is Asian. Why did you ask me that?
Is.
Oh, he is. Oh,
yeah,
okay.
he is.
I was
like,
does he just sound a little Asian? Okay.
I like Gandalf the Yellow. That's funny.
Stop. You're
I
a
laugh
great
at my
person.
jokes too much. I apologize.
No, I think that's funny. Am I too close now? Am I too loud?
No, you're fine.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Joshua Jeremy. What was your frat nickname?
My fat nickname?
No, frat nickname.
For Jeremy.
Was it Jeremy?
Joshua and Jeremy.
Okay, yeah, that's true.
Yeah. I thought you said my fat nickname, and that really hurt.
No, I wasn't. No, I didn't say
hurt.
that. I got you a nice, healthy-ish. I mean, besides the Teddy Graham.
So Peter provided bananas, almond butter.
Yeah, spread that shit around because I want people to know how nice I am.
I know that's what. Well, but what if then people expect it every single time?
They could fucking fight me.
Okay. We also have orange juice, no pulp, because he's a real considerate man. And
well,
Teddy
I love
Grahams.
pulp myself, but
Me
I was
too.
like, but
I don't want to be mean.
If
and be
I'm
like,
gonna
oh.
do orange juice for somebody else, that's
like the universal.
Oh no,
yeah.
I only drink pulp. Like that's
Yeah, I hear you. It's what you just heard there, ladies and gentlemen, was the Petasaurus Rex in his natural. I don't know what it is, but that's like the third
Yesterday
time
was
he's
treat
burped.
day.
Oh,
I've got some agita. I've got some.
The mixture of foods that you told me you had, I feel like I'm very lucky that those don't smell because those are coming up from the
Well,
depths.
I brushed my teeth.
Yeah, but just because you brushed your teeth, you brushed the gateway from where it's coming, though. It's coming from your stomach, man.
That's true.
Yeah.
You know what kind of pizza I got? So here's what part of the reason why I also like Domino's is I don't want to get, I don't want a marinara, right, on my Domino's.
Mm-hmm.
I want a garlic Parmesan sauce. They have a garlic Parmesan white sauce.
Wait, that is fun to say.
And I got pepperoni, and all right. Some people say, and maybe, this has been a debate that goes on in the country pretty, we're going to get serious now. Pineapple on pizza is okay.
Wow.
No. All right, listen. Pineapple on pizza is okay.
Controversial opinion today.
Right. Also, I hate all blacks. No, I'm just kidding.
That's not funny. I should not have. I feel like I went too far by laughing.
Pussy. No. I think pineapple on pizza is okay, and not just. All right. Here's the thing. When I was looking at my online menu, okay, I'm taking you through the fat process, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. I was like, all right, am I gonna go ham and pineapple because I want a little fruit splash on my pizza, okay? And by the way, I don't eat fucking pineapple anywhere else. Fuck pineapple anywhere else. I don't want pineapple in my juice. I don't want a pineapple. Have you ever I know you were a lemon girl for a while, but have you ever just tasted regular ass pineapple? Suck a dick. That's like salt and vinegar chips without the good taste of salt and vinegar. It just has the same effect on your mouth and your throat of like, it does that weird thing. Do you like pineapple?
I am shocked. I have never met someone who so vehemently hates pineapple.
I don't like it.
I mean, okay, listen.
I'll eat it if I am dying.
If I have ham on a pizza and it's spread across.
You know what? I make mistakes with my talking sometimes. Okay, I don't need. I
think you're in the wrong
business. Wow.
Oh, I said it with such hatred. I love you, Peter.
I got you orange juice and 10
I know.
But yeah, no, fuck pineapple. But pineapple on pizza is okay. But I don't want ham is all right. But I know Domino's don't give a fuck about we're going to get quality ham. It's Domino's.
Yeah.
So I'm like, that weird, stringy, that flappy,
Ew.
thin ham. I'm like, you know what? Let's go pineapple. Let's go pineapple. And I want a little splash. They put too much goddamn pineapple on it. Because I understand that there is a limit. Mm-hmm. But I wanted a little, so I got pineapple and pepperoni.
Wait, so you got pineapple and pepperoni and not pineapple and ham? Or
No, I got pineapple and pepperoni.
Okay. Wait, what is pepperoni?
Because I'm a fucking adult.
Stop it. What is pepperoni? What
Pig.
kind of...
It's pig.
Okay, so it's all... Okay,
Okay,
I don't
but
eat
don't
that.
you're trying to make
Sorry.
a point. You're trying to like...
No. I'm literally just trying to figure it out. Sorry, I'm stupid about me.
You don't eat pig?
Pig. I don't eat pig. I don't do it. I just don't.
I told you, sometimes I make mistakes.
Sometimes I make mistakes when I talk. Yeah, no, I don't eat it. So I get confused about what's what. Like, what comes from which animal.
You don't dig on swine?
No, I don't eat... no.
Why?
I watched a video when I was in like the 4th grade, a PETA video and it messed me up for a long time. I ate just chicken for some reason. They weren't cute enough for me or something. I don't know. Did I just do something? I think I might.
What is that noise? Hang on. Did you? Oh, I think you hit the thing.
What did I hit?
Did you hit? Yeah, you hit the thing.
That must have been what that was.
All right.
I heard that for you, but I didn't hear it for me when I did it.
We'll do it. All right, continue.
I don't know what in the world I was. Oh,
so you don't eat pig?
Yeah, basically.
You don't eat pig because you watch a video?
Oh, it's true. I'm just
girl.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. But bacon always smells real good.
Do you not eat bacon?
Listen, if I'm gonna eat
I
bacon,
figured you would be like you're one of those you're one of those people who has like you would make a really good bacon meme.
What does that mean?
Because you're a funny, you have a social media presence, and you just seem like a bacon meme kind of gal.
Bacon meme, a bacon like I myself.
Is that a weird judgment?
Is that a weird judgment? Well, that's just memes can go all over the place.
I'm not saying that you would be the subject of it. I'm just saying that you would be like a hashtag. I don't know. You
love bacon. You feel like I would love bacon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that a weird judgment to place on?
No, because I feel like I could see doing that to someone else. I'm like, you look like you would love bacon, because most people love bacon.
I wouldn't say it that weird the way you just did that.
Well,
but,
you don't realize, I think, how you sound. Have you listened to your podcasts?
No. No.
Yeah.
I don't have the time.
I understand.
Actually, I've listened to I have to, because when I posted Jake's episode, it was the Audacity program. I'm gonna break the fourth wall, boys and girls. The Audacity program was like skipping there for a little bit, and so it mixed. It cut out like I think a total minute of content. So I had to go in there when I first posted it last week. Oh,
Oh no!
I just burped up some. Ugh.
Oh no!
See, this is not a treat. What I did to myself last night. It's not a. Oh, it'd be good to. I put a hammer into my stomach. Anyway,
Thor's hammer.
It didn't do it right, so I had to go back and adjust it and edit things.
Well, you did a good job.
So I do have to listen to all of it, is what I'm saying. I'm halfway through the Pollo episode. Sometimes I'm like, sometimes I'm like, why? Like, I hope I'm not sounding too stupid. I know, I can be that, but I'm just saying I hope I'm not. I hope people are enjoying it. People seem to, which is nice.
That is nice.
Yeah. How are you enjoying your experience so far?
You're a little aggressive.
Okay.
But
you mean in the way I phrase that question?
That's exactly right. And your eyeballs,
or in the way I keep mentioning the treats that I got you.
I think it's that.
Like,
there's a little bit of that, and you keep kind of looking at them. Do you want them?
No, I don't.
I feel like you're staring at them.
I don't. I have my meal replacements and my get the almond butter away from me, please.
Oh, I see.
No, I mean everything's nicely sealed. I didn't mess. I should have gotten you lemons, apparently, Linda. But everything else, I feel very, proud of myself.
You did the right thing. The over the top thing, but the right thing.
In this age, in this era of what were you talking about?
I don't even know, but if I got like $1 for every time you said that, I'd have like $4. And I'm really excited that I could just be rolling in the dough, get myself my own bag of Teddy Grams. I don't need you.
See, the way you said Teddy sounded like titty.
Titty Grams. Titty Grams.
Yeah,
like an Instagram, but a Titty Gram.
Yay!
Okay.
I
don't even know.
Titties are wonderful.
Yeah, good. I mean, if they point the right way.
Oh, I see. Sometimes they.
They look at you different. They're looking different ways. They're looking down. They're one's looking up and one's looking down.
Right.
Boobies, man.
Right.
Boobies.
have you when you this is
this going to get real? Where I'm waiting because I can tell by his face, guys, that it's like going to get weird.
I have a very
it's personal.
It's going to get personal a little bit. Did you feel the milk come in? Did you like, and how soon in the process?
I didn't know what that meant until I felt it.
So when a woman gets pregnant, her boobs, there's milk that comes in. Just explain it because you said you didn't understand.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's what that meant. So yeah, so shortly after, the child came, it's very weird. I want to say your boobs, but one's boobs get super one's. Like, okay, this is also maybe
I have
personal.
never lactated, no.
Okay. Well, also another question, because that was my first question was, have you ever lactated? Secondly,
I've also never worn a diaper because of a bleeding vagina. So
okay.
I mean, the night is young.
Well, then I'm out of questions. So I think it's
ladies and gentlemen, this has been.
Thank you. Have you ever?
Yes, Linda. How may I be of service?
Have you ever felt boobies that are like nearly after having a baby or that are ready to give milk to someone? Have you ever felt that?
I feel like I have. I think I'm pretty sure I've tasted a little bit of. I don't know
I
where
did an creepy eyebrow
whoever
raise.
yeah, you did. That was actually pretty molesty. That was the facial molesty of privates.
Yeah.
I feel like I've tasted titty milk for sure.
All right.
But not like, it wasn't like she comes out of the delivery room and comes over. It wasn't like that quick, but it was like somewhere in the process.
If so,
I was like,
good for you.
Sucking on a titty, I'm like, okay.
That's something.
It wasn't
coming
discharge.
Out of that.
I know. It was. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. I mean, she had an infected breast and discharge was coming out of the nipple. Oh man,
I told you I was slut, but no, but I've definitely But anyway, I don't know if I see. I would need to have a non-milk titty and a milk titty next to, and then compare and contrast.
Imagine the man stuck with that experiment, or woman, but with that.
I think I'm the man for the job.
I think you are. I think you could go find someone with no milk in their titty, and then someone with milk in their titty.
I should just go stand out on the corner. Excuse me.
Doing an experiment about milk.
Hey, you got titty milk? Hey, you got milk titty right now? It's like that's the yeah.
Like you got milk, like
or
got
hold
milk,
up hold up a sign that says "Let me feel your breast" for science.
Yeah,
Right.
I feel like that would go in at certain corners. You would find the right people.
I think I'd probably find more dudes who would let me feel their nipples before, right?
You could, dude, yeah, that's not gonna work.
No,
nothing.
What?
No, they're just boobs get hard when they're like when it first comes in. They're very uncomfortable and very hard. Like they're like it's like a rock. It feels like you have freaking implants, and they get really large because you got a bunch of milk just sitting there. It's totally weird. Your body's weird.
Okay, so how long after he came out did you feel that?
Probably like 3 or 4 days, I'd say. Jeez. After that, because he was early, so I don't think that like my body was quite yet ready.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. So
right away.
When it normally happens, does milk come in before the baby comes out or no?
I do believe so.
Okay.
I am pretty confident that I have a friend who had her baby a little bit late, and that is the case, that it can come in prior to you even having your baby. But again, only had one baby. He was only 5 weeks early. Right. I don't know anything other than my own experience.
A whole lot of lemons.
So many lemons, and that could have been the problem. Maybe it stopped the milk supply.
Do you think maybe obviously you can't ask him until later. But does he speak yet?
Not in any sensical things. He'll look at you and be like, "Bah." He'll probably call you Dada. He calls me Dada. He calls everything a ball.
So you couldn't go home today and just be like, "Hey, that titty milk tastes like lemon."
I could, but I imagine he would look at me and say Dada.
Okay.
So it's like, I don't know if he's like, ask Dada or like what he means by that. But I don't think.
I'm sure your husband actually probably would know.
You're right. I should ask.
But call him
I know that's true. Can we phone a friend? No. I mean.
And you have to say that too. Hey, nigga, that titty milk tastes like lemon.
Titty milk tastes like lemon? No, stop it. Yeah, but he had it He knew what it tasted like. He had
Sure.
experienced it.
Sure.
Straight from the boobies.
Right.
And he didn't say anything about lemon. But then again, maybe.
So it feels hard. And then in going, like, obviously you can't, we're not going to dissect it that much. But I mean, like, what was the experience like for you, like, the first time? Was it, like, difficult to latch and all that shit? Or
Well, yeah, it was. It's very weird. It's very weird to have someone else, like, kind of aggressively placing your nipple, like, and it's like your entire, not just like the nipple, but the areola has to like it's very interesting to have like someone go over and be like, this needs to get in their mouth, okay, and then it does hurt.
at the hospital they were doing it.
Yeah, they try and help you to get them to latch and stuff like that, and then we had to go. They send you to like latching
school,
basically a lactation consultant, which is essentially latching school.
Sure.
And you know, they want you to breastfeed your children, obviously, and it's difficult. It's hard for the human body to produce fluid. Was it a
even though it was a, I'm sure that those poor people, God bless their hearts, but like, I get jaded working at, you know, fucking stupid, you know, restaurants, you know what I mean, or Starbucks or wherever. God forbid I get jaded putting a titty in the mouth. You know what I mean? Like, that's just like, put it in the fucking, just put it, you know, open your goddamn mouth. God, if like this Lemon Linda bitch, fucking, you know, like God bless him. I can understand that. Was it a female or a male?
Female.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Every time it was a female, thank God. I mean, not.
Yeah,
I mean,
that office episode where they had the lactation consultant was a dude. That was really funny.
You're gonna get mad if I tell you that I've never seen The Office, so I'm not gonna tell you that.
You've never seen The Office?
I didn't. What?
So how many times have you watched the whole? How many episodes are there in Friends?
Ooh.
How many seasons?
10.
10? Okay. And lots and lots and lots of episodes.
Yeah. Yes.
And you've watched all of them?
Yes.
How many times do you think?
I think I've watched the whole series. I mean, at least 7 times, but
nice.
I've also gone back and watched from like I don't particularly love the first 3 seasons sometimes, so
that
like I'll start at like 4
lot.
and yeah.
That happened with Parks and Rec, Office, and 30 Rock, 3 of my favorite shows. I just the first season is like, it's all right.
They're
but they don't
like
get that
establishing.
rhythm.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. They don't get that rhythm of like, oh, this is what we are, or this is what this character does, or this is what this storyline.
Yeah.
The first 3 seasons are actually pretty dark. Of all of those, they're darker than the, Anyway, sorry. So you've never seen The Office?
No.
And you sleep at night okay?
Generally, everybody in my own office has seen The Office and also tells me that I should watch The Office. And we have a little, they have Dunder Mifflin. Is that what it's called? Where they work in the office?
All right, I'm gonna put you on a timeout.
Stop it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hang on. Shh. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Yeah, it's all right.
Sorry.
No, just think about what you're doing before, because this is not an edit. This is a recording. People are going to listen to this.
I know. Wait, wouldn't that be almost funny if you didn't hit record?
Right.
Almost.
Not, because I know that fucking happens. I already have had enough technical difficulties. I guarantee it's going to be one of the, because it happens with every podcast. Every time so far, I'm like, please just fucking work. Just be recording. Just don't lose it. With the Pollo episode, I had to record it on this computer instead of my laptop, and I was like, I couldn't. When I first exported the files over to my computer, I go home and I listen, and there's no sound. I'm like, fucking for the love of God, no.
Oh.
Like, just don't. I mean, not just that it was 2.5 hours, but it was a great episode. It's like, fucking, but no, it was just something wrong with the file. It wasn't actually something wrong with the recording.
Ugh.
So, luckily, if I have to have you back up to re-record it, you're remembering what we're saying, right?
Absolutely. I could verbatim.
So, when did you get into Friends? And why?
And why?
And why do you, why is it,
it wasn't a show that I watched because I'm 31.
I feel like you've watched it more than 7 times.
I might have. I probably have. But, I mean, I don't want to overextend myself and have people, write angry letters because I
want angry letters.
I know you do.
Tell that Linda, bitch.
I know that she
Why
isn't
we
a
just keep
possible
calling
way.
you Linda?
I'm fine with that.
I'm gonna take a lemon and smash it in the face. Chandler is my husband. Fuck off.
God, I wish I could be like that. That's my goal, is to be tough. I really wish I could be tough.
Just put blackface on.
Yeah, that'll work. Holy cow, man! That'll do it.
Anyway, I'm sorry. Continue.
It's okay.
30. You were 30. You're.
Yeah. So when I was a senior in high school was the last episode of Friends, and I remember my teacher at the school that I went to. She was like super super into Friends, and so she had us in her little kind of dorm-ish room because it was in Southern California and we lived in dorms. And they were really excited about the finale, and that was one of my first episodes of Friends I even saw, was like the very last episode of the series. So I was not into it as it was airing.
Sure.
But I was super into it after, when I bought all the seasons.
But then you realized, so you already knew what the ending was.
I did, but I am...
You like the journey.
No, I love spoilers so much. Like, I can't
do?
even tell you. Oh my God. We could have this whole podcast about spoilers. Like,
Why?
Okay. Well, number one, I don't like surprises. I don't like to...
Really?
Yeah, I don't like to not know what's
So
happening.
you don't,
it gives me a lot of anxiety.
That's probably why you haven't tried any of my treats.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening.
You got me new stuff, or I wasn't prepared.
I've never seen this said banana.
That's true.
Chiquita?
Actually, I did pick that up from your house. Oh. Yeah, me and Josh were like, hey, can I just get a banana for her? He's like, yeah. So I drove down to San Jose. I picked up a banana. I brought it back up.
I appreciate you.
You're welcome.
And the effort you put in.
Well, I'm really a professional man.
I know. I see. You have headphones.
And I'm very, I'm good at what I do. I'm just good at everything. Well, really humble.
I was just going to say, and obviously you are humble.
So you like spoilers.
I love spoilers so much. Like,
so
do you
don't
watch
like
Game
surprises.
of Thrones or anything?
I got the first episode. I mean, I think it's...
Well, the first episode.
I think...
Are you going to give me... Wait.
Just brace yourself.
Oh,
I'm just saying, the fact that the brother and sister were fucking was hot. But other than that...
That's all you got? That's the kind of porn I search for.
I do like incest porn. You never watch incest porn?
Maybe I have.
Maybe
I have.
I just like the wrongness of it. I'm not actually... I don't need anybody to... I'm not like...
You're not like looking for love in your own family, but you...
God, no.
Yeah, exactly.
But I'm just saying, like, it's kind of, the wrongness, the filthy...
That's why they have it.
The line between we're going to and we're not going to. We're not going to... Everything... This is sacred, blah, 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 and it's just like... that dirty.
Yeah.
Anyway, but yeah, no, they were fucking, and she's pretty fine. But no, I don't watch Game of Thrones.
Okay, well, I just love spoilers, and there's too much anxiety if you don't have spoilers. There's too much. What's going to happen?
I don't. Yeah, well, that's what the point of the show is, isn't it? Is like I am titillated, or I am,
But it's hard for me to rest easy not knowing where things are going. There's this website called The Movie Spoiler, and I will go to it and I will look up the entire synopsis of the movie, which includes the ending, of course, before I see a movie, because sometimes I just like to know what's gonna. I know I don't make the face you're making is so judgy. I thought this was a judgment-free zone.
It's absolutely not. But what I've
said
nigger. I've said ching chong. What else do you need? But but how do you? I mean, have you ever cried at like a death scene?
Yes, like I knew. Oh, you don't know. I don't know why I keep wanting to use Game of Thrones. Let me think of something. That...
No. Fuck these people. Whatever. I mean, it's
spoiler alert. It's like 4 years ago, but the Red Wedding on Game of Thrones, where a lot of people died. Okay, all right, and I knew it was going to happen, and I knew who died.
Dinklage is not still alive on that show, is he?
He is.
He is.
Spoiler alert to people who haven't. Whatever. We already said spoiler alert. We're just going to live our lives now. Okay, right. It's fine. Listen to your own.
Continue,
voice.
Linda.
Thank you. Mm-hmm. I was going to call you petroleum. That was weird.
Yeah, please don't do that.
I won't. I don't even...
It's kind of a trigger word for me.
Oh, dear.
No.
I'm like in a very small room with you, too. It kind of makes me nervous. I'm going to start throwing
all of a sudden, I take the Teddy Grahams.
These are mine.
Swallow it with the bag. Wouldn't even open it. I just put it into my... It'd actually be better for me than the shit that I ate last night.
Dominoes.
So the Red Wedding made you cry. Even though... Did you know prior?
Yes. I like to, even shows I don't watch, like This Is Us, I've never seen it, but a lot of people post things on Facebook about how sad stuff is. So I'll just go and look and be like, what happened on This Is Us? And then I find out, and then I know who dies and whatnot. I'm like, okay, cool. That sounds like that could be a sad show. I don't like surprises. I like to know all the things.
So strange.
I'm very weird about that.
But what about books? Do you read? I don't really read very much.
They have a site called The Book Spoiler, which is also by the person that does the movie spoiler.
What is wrong with you?
Listen to me. The sites would not exist if there were not people like me who liked to get the spoilers first.
And I am making a stand
for
people who prefer
the spoilers. This really is a hot
That's the way I cry, actually.
I see why you probably don't often. Or privately. That's
right.
Cute.
Whatever.
That's fine. Be you.
Yeah, do you. That's a weird thing.
I know, I'm weird. Sorry.
I like the. Okay, so like sometimes, have you ever seen The Witch? That movie from like last year or the year before?
No.
It was a scary movie.
No.
It was okay. It was all right. The beginning was actually, in my opinion, better. But I like it. I realize, like, I like it when an artist burps into the mic.
Is that what that was?
It already happened, but I needed to get the
yes.
out of me.
The
as
vocal
well.
out. Mm-hmm.
Right. They call me your Lemonade Linda.
I am a
what
name.
Would be the
you
spelling?
Are a sound.
What
A U H.
I feel like it would be HUUUUUANG. Like there's an ang in the. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is a very Asian show.
I know. I feel like people. Man, oh man.
What the fuck? This is a very strange episode. I like this. This is fun.
I'm sorry.
You're really ruining everything.
What
was I saying?
My memory is not great, so I don't know. That's loading.
No. Oh, The Witch.
Oh yeah.
So I like it when. So there was a piece of that where I was like, oh, that's really scary. But what it does to me is it makes me sometimes it's like when I can see through what the director was doing, I'm like, I start laughing. I'm like, holy shit, that director is doing it really well. You know what I mean? Because I'm like, if you can create, because the whole point of art is like to transfer the emotion, is to make someone feel something. And I love doing that. And so to make someone that scared, or to make someone like to do something different, is kind of like I'm down to kind of ride the ride. If you can, number one, if you give a fuck, and number two, if you've practiced it enough to do it well, I'm down to ride the ride with you. Which is why I listen to some bluegrass or some metal or some hip hop or some whatever. I like if you do it well, if you give a fuck. And number two, if you do it well, then I'm in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you're not like that.
I can appreciate good parts of good things, but I just like to know what's coming, and that way I can appreciate the cinematography
without the anxiety of being taken. But how could you cry at the red wedding if you know what's going to happen?
Because simply knowing that so and so and so and so are going to die, or that someone.
Say their names.
I won't do it.
Say their fucking names.
Rob and Catelyn and the baby and so many people.
A baby died?
Well, a baby in a mother's stomach. She gets stabbed like straight in the stomach. Very difficult. Terrible.
That's awesome.
So sad. It's called the Red Wedding because so much blood. I made that up. I completely made that up. I don't think it's true. But anyways.
It's probably true.
Yeah.
The Red Wedding. It sounds like it.
No one can correct me
Was
right now.
anyone getting married in the episode?
That's a great question. Probably for someone who knows more about Game of Thrones. And I only saw that episode once.
That doesn't matter. Like oh, we're all gonna go to this wedding. Oh, everybody's getting killed. It's like Kill Bill or something.
They even killed a dog.
Was the dog pregnant?
No, pretty confident. No.
Okay.
Maybe she didn't know yet.
You've only seen the episode once.
That's true.
Anyway, so why just because you know in advance doesn't take the emotional fun out of it?
Because that really is sometimes where the actual filming of it does get me like, okay, I will really not spoil anything, but
you already said a baby got stabbed.
No, not this show is why, because Orange is the New Black and it just came out and I won't, but there was like there was one thing I knew was going to happen, but watching it happen with the way the music, it got kind of silent, and the way the music happened with it, and I was like, oh my gosh, I cried because I felt it. And reading like this happens to someone, and versus feeling it with I sound like a loser.
You're going to hell.
Can you cut the entire podcast out?
No.
Maybe I'll riff for like 5 seconds, tell a joke like right now. Oh shit! See, look, I can't even do a thing. I can't do a thing.
I'm going to charge you $5 every time you do that.
Okay.
Let's take a bathroom break.
On board.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back with Lemonade Linda. Wait, not Lemonade Linda.
That's Linda. What it was. Lemonade Linda.
No, it's Lemon Linda. No, you're right.
You said Lemonade Linda at first.
All right, well, I ruined everything.
That's new.
Well, I pressed the... Okay, there we go. Now we're good.
Good job, Senior.
God, that was an amazing...
I can hear you.
Relief.
That's so weird.
What do you mean?
It's like, because,
it's called headphones and a microphone.
I know, but it's like so weird because it's normal talking.
I don't like the way you shook your head. It's so weird.
It's so weird.
So
this
strange.
Is strange.
This is technology.
Professionalism.
Did you know we're on a podcast right now?
What does that even mean? Podcast.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. You're silly.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, that was a wonderful experience, what I just experienced in the bathroom.
In the bathroom.
It was, I would say, life affirming.
I mean,
it was definitely life changing.
If there's anything a person wants, it's a recap of the bathroom activities when someone comes back, and kind of like just a general.
I know you were waiting with bated breath.
I was.
I hope he's having a good time in there.
I was like, man, I hope I get the report.
Well, you live with it, dude. You understand you know what the deal is. You know what the fuck's up.
Oh, yes, you guys are gross, disgusting humans.
Okay, hang
Just
on.
Kidding.
Hang on. Yeah, no, we're awful people. But
terrible.
Y'all motherfuckers are gross as shit too. Tell me right now. What is the clean condition of the bathroom sink? What in the shit is all of the shit on the bathroom counter? Tell me the cleanliness of it right now.
Okay, listen, Linda.
Exactly.
No, we're very fortunate in that we kind of have like 2 sink areas. I have my sink basically where I get ready. So all of my crap and all of my dirty makeup and gross stuff, it's all kept to my own self.
Okay, but I didn't ask where is it. I asked what is the condition.
Well, it's pretty just gross,
exactly.
I guess.
Exactly.
Whatever. What's your bathroom look like? Probably have like.
Actually, it's not bad.
It's not bad. Well,
you know what I'm not good at? You know what I'm not good at?
Changing the toilet paper roll.
No, I'm good with that.
Sorry, I thought you were my husband. Yeah, go ahead. What?
Wow. This is a place to cleanse resentments.
I'm just gonna attack you.
We're gonna do it live. No, I was just gonna say, like, we shouldn't do like a therapy session live on the podcast. You know what I hate about this motherfucker? No, you know what I'm not good at is the water. Rinse the hands. Mm-hmm. Go to the water thing. Go to the water thing.
The soap thing.
Soap thing. Mm-hmm. Go get the soap. Scrubby, rinsey, rinse. And then I usually I leave too much water all over the counter.
Oh,
you know what I mean? I'm not good with that. I droplets.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, you should be better. You should, if you know you're not good at it, you should stop.
And such is the human
crappy.
condition.
That's true. That's true.
I was thinking about it. Starbucks bathrooms are good.
Mm-hmm.
If there are 2. I don't want a single room bathroom unless it's after 7 p.m. Because I don't want, like, I know. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, I don't go, it's not like I take a public poop out of spite. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's not like I'm doing this people, to though. You. I know, but there are people.
And we don't know who you might be that guy. So how do we differentiate an aggressive poop from just a normal everyday, oopsies, had too many Dominoes.
No. It wasn't an oopsies. I did that with gusto.
That's
I
true.
did that. I mean, you can't, whatever, love it or hate it, I knew what I was doing.
Yeah.
It was calculated. Mm-hmm. I was like fucking Caesar. I don't get that joke, really. I don't know why I made it. I'm sorry. I
don't even understand my own joke. That's why I didn't laugh at it.
You laughed at it.
I know, but I meant you. That was my Pete impression.
I'm not saying the aggressive side of like from an employee standpoint. I mean from
just someone else who has to use the
I am a
bathroom?
person who also needs to urine. And, I knock on the door. Like, okay. Like, I don't need you knocking again. I don't need you trying the handle again as if something's changed. It's not like I'm doing this to you, princess. I'm not like, oh, I'm just waiting. Like, no one, I only poop in, like, it's not a decision. It's not an emergency, but like, it's like, neither of us like this. Neither of us like this. I don't like that I'm pooping in public. You know what I mean? Like,
you don't like that you have to use it after me, and
right. I'm sorry that the seat's gonna be warm.
Yeah. Why are you apologizing? You're welcome. The seat is warm.
I hope that it's not too bad. I hope the fan is working over. Whatever. But like, I don't need you knocking again, son. Okay. That's why I think 2 bathrooms is the way to go.
Well, can I ask you? You saying all of this leads me to believe then that you have maybe a shy butt where if someone starts knocking, you clench a little and you get nervous and you can't do it anymore.
No, I don't. Sometimes I'll give just a second, or whatever, right?
It was the face you made too when you did it, like as if you had to kind of stop, look up from your phone or whatever. Just a second. Oh yeah.
The other thing is catching eyes with the person as you leave.
Oh,
that's
dear.
a weird.
Yeah, that's not. No,
this is an honest podcast. I like this.
Yeah, well, it's why you. Okay, so my solution to that is just walking in the bathroom,
sure,
and stating that, boy, it smells. I don't.
Well, that's if crazy. Someone's in line before you, but like if no one's there and you're just going in cold.
Yeah. Your toilet seat is cold. You are
the only person that can be blamed.
Well, then that's
if
when
you're in line, you're going, like, if I'm in line, it's like, all right, I guess I'm just not gonna poop here. You know what I mean? Like, I will go to the Safeway. I will debase myself. Safeway bathrooms, fuck Safeway bathrooms, by the way.
That's what I've heard.
Safeway bathroom.
Michael,
what do you mean? What you've heard?
Well, because Michael, my husband, he works. He does HVAC and air conditioning and stuff like that. So he works at a lot of stores.
Right.
And so if he has to use a bathroom, he generally will use like the stores. So I hear stories about stores bathrooms. I said stores so many times. Sorry, I got excited.
Please continue.
That's pretty much it. Just bathrooms in stores, Safeway stores.
But what do you mean you are 46 years old? You've never used a Safeway bathroom?
Okay, well, I think I've used a Safeway bathroom one time. I generally do not like to use the bathroom, peeing as well. I'm not just talking about pooping here, but
nobody likes to use the bathroom.
I know, but I will really try. I mean, I don't like to go like away from home. On our honeymoon, it was 8 days. I pooped one time. I have a very shy butt. I do not like to poop.
Well, plus that's honeymoon too. You want to keep it nice and.
Well, we had lived together for 2 years, 3 years before that. So I mean, he knew.
I don't see. Okay, I think I'm going to share this story.
Oh yeah.
I will keep this person's anonymity, but I don't know if we were. So I was with somebody, a lady friend. And, we'd been seeing each other a while, and we both, were going into the shower in the morning. And she took, if you could both go into the bathroom, okay, piss, whatever. But she tried to take a stealth poo. We're like, hopefully I can just drop it flush.
Yeah, and then
we're good.
No one knew. Yeah,
yeah, and just hop in the shower. Mm-hmm. But it did. The smell gave it
lingered.
Away. Right.
It lingered. Can you want to start singing it or?
It's a great song.
Yeah.
Dude. Were you sad when she died?
What if I said no? What kind of human being?
That's a weird
were you sad?
No, you can say no.
Honestly, it didn't really affect me. I know.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah.
I mean, well, obviously, I guess, even though the people that we love, even if they are what we love, the famous people, doesn't really technically affect us.
Yes, yeah,
but,
that's true.
You know,
yeah.
But yeah, I you know, I don't know. I felt the same way about. Well, I feel a lot stronger actually. This is a very. Are you a fan of Linkin Park?
Oh, I felt more sadness for Chester, if that's where this question is going, or if what you're saying is going. But I do. Well, you sound like it's about to be controversial opinion. What's going on? What's happening?
The conditions and him as a human being, he's a perfect child of God, and that shouldn't have fucking happened. But I don't like his music at all. I don't like that fucking band at all. I just don't. That's
okay.
Yeah.
You're allowed to say that. That's okay. You didn't say anything that I honestly was bracing for something way more offensive.
Oh.
But it's harder, I think, to
what would be the more offensive one?
Let me give you some examples. Yeah, like, you know, I feel like he sucked, and I can't even say it jokingly. I don't.
Right,
yeah.
You can't even say pussy.
No.
Say it, please.
Pussy.
All right.
This is almost therapy-y.
I'm so proud of you.
You should call this therapy-ish.
We've talked about poop, pussy, everything.
All the P's.
Linda, what were we saying? Oh yeah, no, the public bathroom thing. Yeah, no, it's not a good experience for anybody.
That's
you know
true.
what I mean? That's
true.
But I just like, if I knock on the door and I'm really gonna piss and I know someone's, you know, whatever, I try to have some patience. Like, okay, they're not doing it to me. It's like the car thing. If someone cuts me off, they're not doing it to me. They're just trying to get where they're trying to go. You know what I mean? Like, this is a similar. I take a very big picture, spiritual approach when it comes to poop in public.
I like that. I like that you compared it to driving. Do you feel like it sounds like then you must not have a lot of road rage.
Poop in the car? Yeah, poop in the car.
Do you poop in the car?
I poop in the car
pretty often. You have a poop bag, just like a plastic bag?
You've never, have you? Well, it's harder for you guys. No, hang on.
Gone to the bathroom. And,
yeah. Piss in the car?
That is not a thing I have done because I don't think I don't have the
They have those
anatomy.
Things though. Have you ever seen those
like
things?
A funnel, right?
Yeah. It looks like a turkey baster, but with the half of the bulb cut.
Yeah, it's weird, and I've never used one of those either.
I'm sure it could feel very powerful.
I would think the ability to stand when you pee. I mean, you can still, as a woman, stand when you pee if you
but it's just everywhere.
It's going all. Yeah, exactly. Right. You don't have an aiming
even if you
device.
Even if you spread like
if you stand like
the labia.
Well, I mean, you don't have to like stand there and hold it apart or anything, but if you stand above a toilet, it's gonna gravitationally open. And
sure.
Yeah, I don't know.
This happens though. I went to piss yesterday. I can't remember but like just sometimes like okay, you wake up in the morning and there's like a pube, and it splits it. Like, it makes the trajectory of the urine go,
yes.
To the left or to the right. And you're just, what the, luckily it was like, whew, you can just, point it where it needs to go.
Do you, as a man,
yes.
Now, as a man, correct?
What?
Is that how you identify?
Yes.
I'm hilarious, aren't I?
No.
I know. I don't even like me. Okay. So when you go to the bathroom, pee, do you lift the seat or are you like one of those confident, you're just like, I don't need to lift the seat. I know I'm going to get it in there.
You lift the seat. Well, if there's a gal, if you're in public, I lift the seat.
Okay. But if it's like your own.
I mean, I have roommates too. So
you're always
lift I'm kind of, but you also put it down. But I also don't think it's the end of the world. Like, I don't understand why. I get it, like, that we should pick up the toilet or pick up the toilet. I think we should. I don't think I'm being as funny since I came back from the bathroom.
Well,
everything's ruined.
Maybe it all went out of you.
Yeah,
you shout out. You're funny.
What was I saying? This whole shit about like, you need to, men need to, put the toilet seat, you understand?
Yeah,
it's a bit of a fucking double standard. Y'all are motherfuckers too.
No, I agree.
It doesn't take that much effort to just put it down.
No, I completely agree with that. I feel like it's a weird fight that we have to where why is one right versus the other? Like, how come toilet seat down is correct versus toilet seat up? Whereas that's your ready. When you go to the bathroom, then you don't have to do anything extra.
Right.
Whereas we're complaining that we have to do something extra because we have to put the toilet seat down to sit.
I think I know what it is. Little ways that you can motherfuck us.
That's
little
exactly
ways
right,
that you can like. I feel like everything's okay. So let me just start some shit.
Yeah, absolutely.
let me hang, and I do it too. Let me hang my hat on this really important issue that, like, actually I don't really, I don't really, or like I'm covering for a different issue where I whatever. Anyway.
Yeah, you just like to fight.
Yeah.
For things.
I think. Why is it always why do we have to fight? I guess it's a thing that well, men and women.
Because you guys are from Mars and men are from Mars. Yeah.
I don't remember.
I don't know.
Did you ever read that?
I didn't read that. I read the book spoiler. I read the movie.
You read the book spoiler?
I'm high on life, man. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore.
Did you really read the book spoiler?
No, I didn't. But I'm married. I figured I could just figure it out.
Sure.
He's from Mars. I'm from Venus.
Right. Does it feel that way when you're like? So how long have you guys been together?
Together for like 5-ish years, a little over 5 years.
Awesome.
Yeah. Well, it's that's exciting, isn't it?
Sure. And then how old is the baby?
I don't like doing the month thing. He's a little over a year.
Okay.
Whatever. I mean, like, because, when you start going like 14, 15 months, people are like, that's 12, 13, 14.
Right. I feel like that's just a mom way to just rub it in everybody's face. My darling child is 17 months. Like, just say a year and a half, bitch. Like, calm down.
We got in an elevator with someone, and I just remember that it was in the 20s, but it was over 24, and I remember thinking, like, he'd just say 2. Like, if
it's over 20, right.
Yeah, like, it was over 24 months. It was like 26, 27, and I'm like, just say 2.
I have heard that part of the, and maybe this isn't your issue so far, but part of the hardness of being a parent is the douchey parents. Other douchey parents.
So much. Yeah.
Okay. Give me some examples.
Well, whatever. This is anonymous enough, and I'm not going to tell him about it. My boss he had a baby in April of 2016. I had my baby May of 2017. So they're like a year ahead. Mm-hmm. And it's just it's this weird thing that I feel like parents do where I don't understand it, where you just kind of I don't even know how to explain it, but you
beat the child.
You
senseless.
Yes, exactly.
Gotcha.
That shaking baby thing. You do that. You just no. It's just a lot of.
I like how you had to say no, as if
as if people really.
No,
thought
actually,
that was really,
no, it's not a turd. It's a baby.
That. Well, there are people out there who don't know apparently that I am joking.
Right.
So yeah, he in particular, it's just like he just started walking or whatever, and oh, just wait, it only gets worse. They always do this. Oh, just wait. Well, it's only going to get worse. Wait until he starts doing this. Wait until he starts doing it. And it's never like, oh yeah, it's a great time right now. He's just starting to do this. How exciting. It's like, oh yeah, and then he's going to start doing this. And it's always with like exasperation. Mm-hmm, and it's like, I know you have it harder. I know you have 2 kids now. I understand, but like, sometimes you just want to, I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's a way for, I think as insecure people, I'm definitely insecure. We find ways to ingratiate ourselves to other people, if that's the right word. But like, maybe that's like, especially in an office environment, it's like, okay, I can't talk about what a great shit I just had. You know what I mean? I can't talk about titty milk or lemonade Linda. You know, like, let me, why did we make it lemonade?
You made it lemonade. Why did you make it lemonade? You did that.
Becky with the good hair.
Yeah. Who wouldn't want to be her? Just kidding. That's controversial.
Is it really? I don't even know the song very much, but I do want to do I do want to do a song from Becky with the good hair's perspective.
Point of view. Yes.
Yeah. Like,
you as a bald man, I feel like it's perfect for you to be.
I've done drag
Becky.
Before.
Well, get the good hair.
I can't get the good hair. I've started to do this, and it's. Do you see it?
And does it lend itself to?
No, because I think it's the Puerto Rican side. My grandparents on my more white side are like they can do it.
No one knows what you're talking about. You know that, right?
I'm talking about beard. And so I'm like,
He's
but
touching
the
his
Puerto
face.
Rican side, Dad, I'm sorry, but it's not, I look like Keanu Reeves. You know what I mean? Where it's just like splotchy.
But he's such a nice person.
Apparently, he
I
does
know.
seem like a nice motherfucker.
Everybody,
What the fuck?
I don't know. Can't act, but great man. Well,
I was watching The Matrix a couple of months ago. I was like, God damn, this is a great movie. Like, what the fuck? Why did I forget about this movie? But no, yeah, the motherfucker can't act very well.
no, but it's okay. It's fine.
Right.
But yeah, so, like my boss is just super, he talks about other people's babies, whereas like I will listen to what other people say, and then I'm always like, I wonder if they say those things about me or blah, blah, blah. And before I even had the baby, he would talk about other babies at play dates who would sit there like bumps on a log. And I'm like, they're babies. What are they going to do there? It's what they do. They're just babies. They can't really crawl. And I'm like, oh, yeah.
Useless piece of shit.
Yeah. And I'm like, how do you call a baby a bump on a log? And so I just...
You've called it worse. I guess in jest.
I called it a turd, and I was growing it.
That's true.
So I can say that.
I've grown my turds, too.
Oh, yeah.
Homegrown.
Oh.
Well, Domino's grown, I guess.
Yeah. I was gonna, yeah.
But yeah, douchey parents. And also, partially probably it's like just him making it about him instead of just letting you have your own experience. Yeah. Like another appropriate response to you saying something is like, oh, that's great. And then going on with your day. You know, like you don't have to just like, guess what else I had. What about the moms? Any shitty moms?
I have a lot more good moms in my life than shitty moms.
Great.
Yeah, I have. I feel like I hear a lot more of the realness of it, like the oh no, like my friend just had a second baby, and it's like no, there's a lot of crying. There's so much crying. It's just all crying, because you're just you're trying to do this.
Mean
and
the
mom is crying. Yeah. Just
yeah. How do you fucking? I just feel like it's not. You know what I mean? Like, the whole process seems a lot easier for animals.
I know.
Just like...
I think the problem... Well, to me, I feel like the problem
giraffes
is that,
are walking like that day. They don't get a fucking...
I know.
Like, if we don't have a whole process, this baby is not... I'm not saying we should go back to, like, the mother dies every time you give birth. But I'm just saying, like, holy shit. Why are we built so fucking fragile?
We're so fragile? Oh, my land.
Right.
Yeah. No,
my Lanta.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, continue.
I'm very conservative.
Right.
So I say things like, oh, my Lanta.
Oh. Is that what... I don't want that to be my tagline.
Yeah, I think it should. I'm joshing, don't worry.
You're joshing.
I like to throw my kid's name in whenever I can.
You're ruining this experience. So, like, I came here with... Like, I wanted to have fun. Mm-hmm. And at this point with my Lanta and with Joshin... with no irony, I feel like assaulted a little bit. I feel offended.
Ooh.
And I feel like
the toilet you just came
I feel
from.
like now you're mentioning my behavior in private.
Nice.
And I feel like you're wasting, my time.
Absolutely.
Such
an ass.
Why am I? I don't know, man. I like that this is just such a strange project to like start a podcast as if I know what I'm. Anyway.
You're a very good conversationalist, though. When I was listening to you prior, this conversation is not a good example. I'm just kidding.
Right.
but usually
this is a lot more scattered than a lot of the fucking. But I like it. It's fun. So shitty parents. I did want to talk about. So in when you're at what age in your life did your dad pass away?
When I was 21.
When you were 21.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you had him for 21 years.
Yes.
What, if you don't mind me asking, what did he pass away from?
A motorcycle accident.
Okay.
Yes. I will talk about that as much as you'd like. I do not mind.
You have how many siblings?
0.
Okay.
Yeah.
And were your parents together at the time?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes, they were.
And you're from everybody's from San Jose, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, obviously, in having a child yourself, this sounds like, this is probably fucking awful that you couldn't share with him. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that, I mean, you know, it sucks. And it's one of those things where certain life events, I mean, it's been 10 years. It's been, this year was 10 years. And certain life events, like when I got married and baby, obviously,
Sure.
those are pretty much, I think, the only twos when I say that. So, but I just really wished he could have been there. Like, you know, I hadn't seen him as a grandfather. I would, you just don't know how someone would act in that role, and it, you know, it sucks. He calls everybody dada, my kid, but like I have a tattoo of with my dad's face on my ankle, and he'll like point at it and say dada, and I'm like trying to get him to know who he is. Like I want him to know who he is, and like when I show him the pictures, I tell him that's grandpa, but it sucks that that's all he has, you know. So
it's been 10 years. Is it still does anger come up a lot for you regarding it?
Not a lot. Sometimes I actually just recently, like we say, it was in July. So it was, I mean, it was pretty recently that I read the, what is it called? The, like autopsy report or something from it. And I was like, irrationally, did I say irrationally?
I like it.
You know what? I'm emotional right now. I was like irrationally angry and irritated at the time it took for like highway patrol to get there. But I know that wouldn't have like done anything, that he was, as the bystanders say, that he went one way and the bike went the other. And there was no like, it wasn't like someone getting there would have done anything, you know? And so, I get mad about that. But then I think I get mad about the fact that I didn't have any closure. Like, I mean, you know, I didn't get to say goodbye.
Right.
But in a sense, like that last day, he died on Easter. And when I had dropped him off at home, I was pulling out of the driveway, and we didn't normally say I love you to each other. Like it wasn't really like one of those things. When I moved to San Diego, we would say it sometimes on the phone, but it wasn't really an in-person thing. And when I was backing out of the driveway and I stopped my car, and then I was like, no, that's stupid. Like I wanted to say I love you, but I was like, no, that's stupid. Don't be stupid. And then I reversed a little again, and then I stopped again, and I was like, oh, this is stupid. Like it was just this weird, like wanting to say I love you, but not doing it. And then finally I rolled down my window and I said, I love you. And that was the last thing I said to my dad. And it was really, really weird because I had never had any, like, I've never done anything like that before, where I was battling with whether or not to say I love you. Like that's how kind of scarcely we said it in person, because it was just weird. Like,
were you close?
Yeah.
So it wasn't like it wasn't like a, you know, it was like a we don't say it because we already know it. It wasn't like a I don't say it because I'm not close to him type of thing.
Yeah, it just wasn't. I mean, and it's hard because it's like now and it's after, and I'm speaking about someone who's not here. So, you know, when someone dies, they have this, it's kind of like a glorified memory of them. You don't really remember bad things. You don't, and not that he was never the one that I argued with. My mom and I argued. My mom and I didn't have a great relationship when I was like a teenager, but I was more of like a daddy's girl in that regard. But, so, you know, it was, we just, I don't know why we didn't really say it a lot. And I didn't say it a lot to my mom either until after my dad died. That's when I started saying it more to my mom. But so I was really fortunate that was my goodbye to my dad, was saying I love you. And I think that had I had kind of the closure I want, or the goodbye I wanted, whatever, that would mean that in some way he suffered. Like he would have had to have known that he was going to go. He would have had to have been sitting in pain for me to like say something. Like there's no real easy logistical way for me to get to say goodbye to my dad unless he was in some kind of suffering thing. So he didn't suffer. So that was good. So I don't get to say goodbye, but you know, here we are.
Right.
And how did I get there?
Well, this is a strange thing necessarily. Obviously we're not doing a therapy session or whatever, but from the time I've known you, and obviously we haven't talked in a long time or whatever, but and I don't think I've helped with this in a lot of ways, but I've been kind of going through taking a look at my own shit regarding it. But sometimes my my insecurity is so deep that I have to mask it with sarcasm constantly and like, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And like, even, you know, and obviously, you know, it's fine. We all have our processes and stuff. But, you know, I've noticed that you do that a lot. You know, I've noticed that, you know, like you're like, oh, I don't know what I'm talking about. Blah, 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 blah. Like, I think, yeah, no, I think it's all right. I think you do, you know, and I think, you know, and I think it's, you know, like, I think I think I've fostered that in myself and with a lot of other people too. Mm. And I don't think it's necessary or healthy. I mean, it's funny, you know, and blah, 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 but like, you know, I don't know. Like for me anyway, I was doing a show yesterday. I'm not trying to make, you know, this now I'm going to transition into All About Pete, but like, you know, I was but like I was doing a show last night and, I was, you know, I prayed beforehand. All right, just, you know, lower my expectations. You know, I do it pretty much every show. Let me help me go in here and not like look to get, you know, why aren't people clapping? And I'm not gonna, help me just give and just fuck it, you know, just lower, you know, just, I don't need anything, give. And I had a great experience. And like, I was, one of the things that kind of my people and I have been kind of talking about is this idea of, okay, you know, being in the present moment, but also receiving. Like, I don't, in a weird way, I don't think I've allowed myself to receive love in a long fucking time. Like 25 years.
And then you laugh about it. You're like,
well, it is like a long fucking time. You know what I mean? But like, you know, and I'm not trying to get into the inner child shit or whatever, but like, you know, I can recognize it and, you know, in myself, like I'm so insecure that I don't want, when people are saying, oh, it was a great show, or that was you really helped us tonight. Like, it goes water off a duck's back. I'm really only interested in the fact that I'm not getting enough approval or acceptance, even though it's right fucking in front of me. I'm not, or I'm afraid that I screwed up and they're just telling me that, you know, because, you know, they're in front of me and they have to say something nice or, you know, a myriad of other things. But you know what I mean? Like,
that's so interesting to me because I feel like and I mean, obviously we're not super close, you know, right. We not beat that horse, but you right. are, I feel like you've always been very, I don't know, just, you're very observant in the things that you say and kind of logical in the way that you're like, you know, you are this way and you do this and I think you'd be good at this and this is your thing you want and you should do this. And I just, it's surprising that you can't kind of look at yourself and be like, you're good. And I feel like I don't know. It's interesting to me because
Can you relate to it?
Well, I mean, yeah, I think I suck, but you know, like
well, that's what I'm saying. Like, you don't.
It's just so interesting because I feel like you it surprises me. It's
like I'm saying something forward.
Yeah.
No, I mean about you is what I'm saying.
I know, but you're just the fact that you even understand it because you're a very talented mofo.
Well, yeah, but
you got a lot going on.
But you know, we all have, like, I have reasons why, you know, I hate myself or, you know what I mean? It's not like fucking pizza and McChicken and fries and ice cream come out of nowhere. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, you know, I that's what booze and drugs were for me. That's what cigarettes were for me. That's what food, you know, it's like, obviously I did lots of things, but like part of it was, I just want to tamp this shit down. I don't feel right. I feel uncomfortable in my skin. I feel insecure. I feel like I don't fit. Let me just distract myself, you know what I mean? And you know, and so
do you feel like you're constantly trying to replace it with something else then? Like, if it's not alcohol, it's cigarettes. If it's not cigarettes, it's food. If it's not food, then do you feel like you're constantly trying to find a vice?
Well, I think that's part of it is human nature, right? Yeah. But like, you know, I mean, well, kind of. But I mean, it wasn't like for me, alcohol and drugs, I got sober so long ago, I don't really remember, you know what I mean? It's hard for me to remember how bad it was. And it's hard for me to kind of remember, you know, which is why I need what I need. But like, for me, you know, the food and stuff is kind of a way for me to like, all right, let me like, I will find people who will agree with and treat me in the way Like I will find people who will set up where oh yeah, you're right, Pete, you don't deserve love. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like I found mentors who and surrounded myself with people who fostered that. It wasn't intentional. It wasn't conscious. It wasn't like, oh yeah, let me find some abusive motherfuckers. Like it was like, oh yeah, I shouldn't enjoy this, right? Like, and I notice even in small little ways, when texting some friends, I was texting to this friend of mine about this, and it was like, I go back to that same tried and true joke of like, oh yeah, no one wants to listen to the podcast, or no one wants to hear this album, or no one wants to be, blah, 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 blah. And it's a quote unquote joke, but it's not really, because I'm insecure about it, and so let me just talk it down, instead of But I feel like, or at least when we were when we talked more, like that's what I kind of felt, was kind of your stilo as well.
Yeah. In general, I'm very self-deprecating.
Yeah.
I don't really like myself that much, but I've definitely grown to like myself a little more.
Yeah.
So, it's different. That's why I did stand-up comedy like twice.
Sure.
And I feel like the things I said at that time, I don't know that I would be able to necessarily... Like, I joked about how fat I was. That's like, most of it was like, hey, look, I'm fat. And I'm still not like a thin girl, but like
You lost weight though.
I mean,
both of us look good.
We're both, before we knew each other in our awkward phases, and now here we are. We're the after photo, and it's great. Okay?
I'm pretty sure we're both awkward, but yeah, continue.
Oh, so awkward. So much. But yeah, I just,
you're thinking, yeah, no, I feel you. I feel you on that. Like, I don't think self-deprecation should be, changed, like this whole, I don't know, I didn't watch Nanette or whatever the fuck. Like, okay. I don't want to, we don't need to go off on a tangent regarding that, because I will go off on a tangent about something I've never watched. And I will be very self-righteous. But this idea of, I think it crosses over from, okay, this is a joke. This is a way for me to air my insecurities. Look at what my dumb head is telling me. Oh, ha, 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 let's all laugh at it so it has less power. Or let's, or because I relate.
Mm-hmm.
But it does cross over into, okay, I'm beating a dead horse, and I'm beating the shit out of myself because I don't like myself, and I don't know what to do about it, Mm-hmm. And I don't think it's necessarily, you know what I mean? Like, it's probably not healthy. So you're saying, like, you wouldn't do the stand-up comedy that same way?
No, probably not. I feel like I have the stand-up that I did and that I in a sense had was all, this is this single fat chick, essentially. Mm-hmm. That was this is the story I'm telling. And now I'm like married and have a baby. And I feel like there are a lot of funny things about that. And there are a lot of funny experiences. I just haven't gotten to a point where I'm like, let me think. I mean, I've thought about what could I say about being a mom or being a wife and all these things, but then I also think I would want my mom to go, I would want my husband to go, and those are two people that I feel like I'd clown on a lot, and I don't, I don't want to offend anyone.
Well, this is
sorry, wrong podcast. Did I come in the wrong room?
You said pussy like 5 seconds into the show.
Again, not going to tell my mother about this.
Here's what I'm thinking, because I mean, did you, when you were doing stand-up, obviously you only did it twice, whatever, do you like the performance angle, or do you like the joke angle more?
Well, I don't know. I feel like I kind of like the performance angle.
Okay.
That gives me is a lot of anxiety prior.
The way to say it is it hadn't gave me.
It hadn't gives me is there's lots of anxieties and
you should just speak in a Polish accent.
I don't know what that was. Was it?
It had so much. I don't know. That's more Russian. Anyway.
That was okay. Boris.
Shout out John Nortoya. I think I don't know how to spell his last goddamn name. It's Polish. Anyway, continue.
Very well done.
Thank you.
I don't know.
Here's why I ask. I've thought about doing stand-up. I've been no.
Never.
I tried it once, but I was not prepared, and it really poorly. It went very poorly, and it was very public. It was awesome.
Stop.
But I will not be asked to Tourette's Without Regrets again, and I don't care. I mean, I obviously, I want the, fame, but also that place is just a fucking look. We all believe the same things.
Yeah.
Anti-Trump, anti-Trump, anti-Trump. It's like, okay, other things exist. God damn it. Lemonade Linda.
Yeah, I'm here.
We don't need to make fucking political. Anyway, sorry. So there's the reason why I ask is because I've thought about doing stand-up, but it feels too structured. Meaning, I don't want to just because right now I'll do covers and I'll have I'll make good money doing cover gigs, but it's the same, and I can improvise and I can have fun with it, and people really like when I do pony or fucking bump and grind, whatever the fuck, and I have fun. But it's way too easy for me to just click into muscle memory. It's way too easy for me to just okay, I'm not present in the moment because I've sung this fucking song a million times and it is structured and it is someone else's. And obviously it's different or whatever, but I feel like stand-up would be a little too structured. I feel like you're funny, but maybe a podcast, like where you can just, because you're funny right here, you know what I mean? And I didn't see you do the stand-up. You only did twice, whatever. But like, when you did, you did the shit fat girls say video.
I did do that,
right?
Yes, I did.
Oh, I just burped into the mic.
It's fine.
It does have a scent.
Oh, God. I'm glad you got that screen in front of the mic, so I maybe won't make
I'm
it
sorry
to
the guy who rents this. He's going to smell this later.
Oh, you're going to get real close.
But I feel like, I don't know. What would you think of doing that instead? Because like when I listen to Conan O'Brien, like, did you ever see Conan O'Brien Can't Stop, the documentary?
No.
It's a fucking great documentary. I've watched it like 3 or 4 times.
On
you can
what?
find it online illegally. But like the cops are going to come.
Yeah.
But like they would have come already with all the shit we're saying.
That is true.
So it's a documentary about the when he got kicked off Tonight Show, and then there was 9 months or so that he could not go on TV contractually, and so he decided he's going to go on a live tour, and so he went to all these cities and did all these shows, and it was whatever. So this is pretty much a documentary starting up from when he was kicked off of Tonight Show, ending at before he went on the show, his new show. I mean, it's 2008 or 2018, so it's not a new show. But
2008.
You know what I'm saying. Whatever.
That's okay. Get with the times,
Sometimes
Peter.
I speak wrong.
Sometimes I say wrong things.
I'm doing my best.
You're pretty, and that's what's important.
But he's fucking hilarious right there in the moment.
Yeah.
Him on the cue cards, him on the, it's just, but right in the moment, his spontaneity and being in the moment, or riffing with Jack McBrayer or riffing with Andy Richter or whatever, it's fucking hilarious. You know what I mean? So I'm thinking like, I'm not saying that you're not funny in the structure or in the writing, but I'm saying like maybe a different format.
Yeah.
If you want it. I mean, obviously, you got a full ass life. You know what I mean? You're not,
Yeah.
But if you're aching for some sort of performance,
I feel
avenue.
like there's so much, and that's another thing I think that hinders me from wanting to. I compare myself too much to other people, which I think a lot of people do. Obviously, you compare yourself, and there's so much out there, and it's everything everybody does is so available. Everything's on like a meme or something now, and I feel like, wait, was that joke already said? Was that joke? I just feel like everything's already been made fun of, or there's always like there's a funny tweet about something, and I just feel like so much of the humor stuff is just, it's so instant that the thought of someone going and like performing stand up, I'm just like, how do you have any new material? Like unless you're just telling stories of your life.
But why did you come on?
Look at you.
What?
Well, you ask hard hitting questions, Peter. You should be a reporter.
You're just here for the Teddy Grams.
Yeah, I heard there was going to be Teddy Grams.
I'm saying like you came on because it was going to be a good time and we would talk about blah 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 blah. But you're being funny. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like we're joshing, we're having whatever. So like, what I feel like in okay, logically that makes sense, but I feel like that's just one of those insecure kind of smokescreen things. Maybe
I'm really insecure.
Well, yeah, me too.
I know we should go to therapy together. Maybe we shouldn't try to therapize
I
each
think
other.
Actually, well, I was actually thinking like I do feel a little scarred from the Lemonade Linda thing, and also from bloody pussy diaper.
Oh gosh. Oh yeah, you should be.
I just like condensing it into that's the label for that bloody pussy diaper.
Yeah, absolutely.
But
when you put a synopsis of what this is about,
yes,
that should be
bloody
what
pussy diaper.
Absolutely.
I think that's the fourth, fifth. Like that's a pretty
You've said that a lot.
But yeah, I don't know. Do you feel like you want to perform more, or do you feel like I don't know? I mean, obviously, it's your life, you know.
I feel like there are a lot of things I would like to do. I just don't know if my life would allow it.
Right.
With timing and all. I mean, like legitimately with my job, you know, I get home at 6, my kid's asleep at 8. Like I have 2 hours. I don't know. Right. I just don't know. Like realistically, I don't know how that would fit in. And I would like to. And there are a lot of things that like I used to paint. I would love to paint, but I just don't know when I have time to do that. We're looking at going to France. I would love to learn French.
That's awesome.
When do I do that? When is my time?
Just be a tourist. Fuck it. Fuck them.
Oh, I hate it. I hate the idea of being a tourist and being like, "Excuse me, do you speak English?"
You don't really have a choice, do you?
I know.
You could just not go, or just get rid of the baby and the husband and the job, and just learn French before you go. Perfect.
I could do that,
right.
But if I get rid of the job, I don't know how I'm going to pay the. It's fine.
Just go into a Barnes and Noble and just steal the book that says "Learn French, you dumb bitch," and just read that.
Is that by Peter?
Yes.
Feliciano.
I actually still owe amends to Barnes and Noble. I used to take magazines, and I would before I got sober, I would go into the bathroom with a bunch of these like guitar magazines and High Times and all this shit, and I would rip like pictures that I wanted to put up on my wall out of the magazine, and then I would tape it to my wall.
That is so like
sad.
No, that's. I mean, what's the word?
Pathetic.
That is the one I was looking for.
Perfect.
That's smart. You did what you could with what you had.
By the way, for no one was coming over to my fucking room. Not even the people I was drinking and using with. No one's coming over to my fucking room. My brothers. That's it. You know what I mean? It's just like, hey man, I really believe that, Bob Marley.
Did you have a Bob Marley poster?
No, not a poster, but
But a small picture from a magazine that you ripped it out of?
I'm sure I did. Yeah. I'm sure I did. I don't like, I want to like Bob Marley, but like I don't like his fans. I don't like people who like him. There's a lot of motherfuckers. By the way, reggae, I don't think reggae or blues are a valid art anymore.
You don't think they are anymore? Okay.
I do not. Mostly, maybe it's because number one, Bob Marley's better than all but really, I think a lot of these motherfuckers just like to get high, and it just changes their perception of like, oh, this is great. No, fuck it. It's done. Like you were saying about the stand-up thing. Like, blues has been fucking done. It's been beaten. We're 30 years past white guys in Hawaiian shirts playing blues. It's done. Let it fucking go. I feel the blues. No, you fucking don't, number one. And number two, why are you telling me about it? I've already heard this song a million fucking times. I don't need you to fucking, you know what I mean? Like, this is none of this, both my interpretation and feeling of it, nor your playing of it, are authentic. This is stupid. We're both wasting our time. Sorry.
You have a lot of feelings about the blues. You seem like you might need to listen to some blues and feel a little better.
I'm not saying there are no good blues, blah blah blah. If it's done right, but
you have to say that qualifying statement. You don't. Right. I mean, I feel like blues is.
I don't seek it out for sure.
No, do they have? I mean, I'm sure they have a blues station. I'm sure they have it for everything, but. Right. I feel like it's for a different generation, and that generation's probably going to die off soon. And that's pretty well. Whatever, you know.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, sorry, I'm not sorry. Just kidding. I wouldn't say that. That's annoying.
Right. So, what do you feel? I mean, like, I think there's other shit to be funny though. I mean, not just like from the aspect of. Oh, what's your take on the Trump Hitler? Trump Hillary thing. Like, it's not just that type of stuff. But I mean, like, new shit happens. And also, I think our consciousness is growing more. Did you ever listen to Bill Hicks? The comedian?
I know that name.
He talked a little about just our. So he said, yeah.
That.
Oh my God.
Oh my gatos.
It's cloudy.
So glad that didn't smell. So glad. I keep waiting for it to come to me.
He talked about how our next evolution as humans is not another thumb. It's, mentally. Our thought, our ideas need to evolve. You know what I mean? And I think that's kind of happening. I don't think it's, and obviously we're going to keep going back and forth. We're going to keep going up and down. We're going to keep a little too right, and then we'll get a little too left, and then we'll get a little too this and a little too that, and we're figuring it out. But I think that's, as we move forward, I think there are new avenues and new ways. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You listen to stuff, obviously.
I listen to stuff, yeah.
Okay, let me explain before you judge.
Sorry.
Do we need another season of Grey's Anatomy? Do we need another season of Private Practice? But people are interested in it, right? Because it's, even though that story, quote unquote, has been told before, it gives them some sort of emotion. Or when it was told as Dallas in the 80s, it doesn't speak to them. Maybe it's the hair, maybe it's the southern, I don't know, but the story speaks really well to them when it's, a skinny white girl, fawning over this guy who's, a shithead, So, I don't know.
I don't know either, Peter.
I'm totally making sense right now.
I think so.
Right.
I feel like you've gotten your point across.
Right. No, I didn't.
It's fine.
I'm glad that I can go on, I guess part of the reason why I wanted to do this is so that I could have a place to rant.
Yeah, just have a place to go on tangents.
Yeah. And also because I don't know what my point is many times, but I don't want to solidify it into here's a 5-minute bit, or here's a 10-minute bit. And obviously it's movable and stuff, but this gives me the ability to flesh it out. This gives me, if I want to anyway, this gives me the ability to just, explain what the fuck, or at least explain who the fuck I am instead of just, here's this 5-minute bit, or here's this one post, and you don't know anything about me, but someone else retweeted it and you're angry about it. You know what I mean? This gives context and I don't know.
Yeah.
So.
No, I think you're, I feel like you have a good platform to.
Well, you've only listened to half of each episode.
Shut
so who the fuck?
up. The half is an hour and 45. Okay, so don't act like half is a half hour.
Which one did you listen to start and then not finish and start the other one?
Well, I started Sheldon first because Sheldon came out first,
of course.
But I wanted to at least have a little bit of knowledge so that you
didn't come in cold. You didn't come in blind.
Yeah. Because I was afraid you were going to start referencing other podcasts, and look, it happened.
Why would I? No, I don't think I brought that up. I think, well, no, I did because I was, wait a second.
Because you wanted to bring up that Sheldon was Asian. You were like, did you know? And did you know he had long,
well, I didn't want you to sit
hair?
In the seat without knowing. You know what I mean? Just in case you wanted to sanitize it first.
Oh, wow. Oh my! I feel like you have something to say about Asians, and you're using me as your platform.
No.
That's what I think.
I mean, really, it's partially a joke, but actually, partially, yeah. All right, listen. How long does a guy have to live in Chinatown before he's allowed to talk shitty about Chinatown? Chinatown is a fucking shithole, and I'll explain. So, on one end, you have Grant, which is. Or Grand, which is kind of like the touristy, come buy our trinkets, blah, blah, blah. On the other is Stockton, and Stockton is also a hellhole, but a different, and it's worse. Stockton is the more functional Chinatown, where everybody's trying to buy broccoli, and it's just every store has groceries and fish and shit, whatever, but it's literally 2 doors away, you have groceries and shit or fish. So it's why do you go to one over the other? You got a Hagel, or you got a this, or you got a that, or you're connected to this fucking cartel, or whatever the fuck. Cartel. Well, yeah, cartel. They don't have it in them, but there are definitely gangs. Anyway.
No.
Apparently, I don't know.
You ever run in with Asian gangs?
Yeah.
I feel. Oh, I don't. Whatever. I feel like I wouldn't be super intimidated by an Asian gang, but I feel like that's offensive.
Atta girl. That's awesome. It's the Tiny Dick Brigade. All right. Anyways. I have heard. Mm-hmm. I'm just saying. I don't want. I know you have a husband. I'm not.
He's
whatever.
not Asian. I'm not.
No. I'm just saying. I don't want. Maybe you might not want to share an experience that you had.
Oh, I have never seen an Asian wiener in person
Really?
at all. I don't know why I said in person, as if like I did see Hangover, and Mr. Chow does show a little something.
Oh, okay.
But no, I have never seen an Asian wiener in person.
Right.
So I cannot judge.
They're not a whole lot in porn too. Apparently, there's some big swinging Asian dicks in porn too, but
it's
really?
Just
not. Apparently, I heard I was listening to this radio show and this guy brought it up, and so he apparently was bringing up picture after picture of just Asians packing.
Wow.
But like, it doesn't.
I feel like that's a website, asianspacking.com.
I would love it if we went there and there's just Korean men packing things into a box and taping it and then moving it down the line and then packing other things. Asians packing, just video of that 24 hours a day.
You should
what
see
do you mean?
about because I just feel like how wholesome that is compared to what you were going for, and then to see that instead, I feel like that'd be
it is
nice.
a fucking niner or a tenner and fucking with a ramen noodle hanging off.
Oh my god!
Anyway,
ramen noodle.
No, but I'm just saying like. It's not just that, but like it smells like the smell I came up with is it smells like Windex on salmon crotch. That's what Chinatown smells like.
Okay,
Windex.
Well, Windex isn't bad.
No, it is.
Is it?
Yes, it is. It's not fucking April Fresh Windex. I'm talking straight up chemical-y.
Just original Windex is fine. It seems clean.
Fine. I'm saying there's a chemical
but there's
smell.
A salmon crotch involved, and so no one wants that. But I'm sorry. I don't really know what a salmon crotch would smell like, as salmon don't have crotches, Peter.
I'm pretty sure. Well, I think they do. But
you have a laptop. Can you Google it? Just
sure.
kidding. Don't do it. No, really, can you?
Hang on. Yeah. I'm going to see what happens when I do.
Yeah, Google salmon crotch, and can you also, while you're doing that, go to asianspacking.com
yes.
and see what happens? I'm so excited. I think
all
like
right,
you're more
salmon
excited.
crotch. What is this? Images for salmon crotch. Look at this.
Can I?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna wait. Am I allowed to,
I guess it's the whispering crotch box. What the fuck is the whispering crotch box? Look at this. What is this? The whispering crotch box.
Wait, what is that?
I don't know. Hang on, we're gonna visit the website.
Oh dear.
The whispering. This is robotic carts. The whispering crotch box has a lady. So there's a lady who it almost looks like a gal who wants to get rid of her overly accentuated.
The beatbox whispering salmon glow. What? I'm done. I'm done.
It looks like someone. Oh, here it is. Okay, here we go. There's a description. As I was laying in bed one morning when I thought to myself, I could really use a pussy whisperer right now. Soon after, the words dissolved from abstract meaning into disassociated literal imagery. Pussy, period. Whisperer, period. I leaped out of my bed and ran into the lab to fetch a pair of calipers. I don't like this person already. I can tell. I measured. Well, I see her haircut too. Just her glasses and her haircut looks like someone who says "Sesta Maraca Prashan."
I'm really glad that you're judging her.
I measured my pelvic bone, opened a fresh document. In CAD, whatever the fuck. See, I really don't like this person. And started modeling an actual box that ergonomically fit between my legs. It would house a speaker aimed directly at my lady parts to do precisely that, the pussy whispering. Oh, okay.
What?
So it's pretty much, I guess it's like she's trying to masturbate with noise.
Like the vibrations of the sound, or is this real? Is this...
My voice would be perfect for that. Oh, yeah.
You have a very good voice. Like, I mean, not like for singing, but that was the most disgusting of all 5 of the burps I've heard from you.
Asians packing or pack in?
Try packing with the G at the end.
Okay. .edu.
.edu, stop it. .org.
Asianspacking.com. This site can't be reached. All right,
what?
let's change it. Let's change it to pack in. That actually probably is like the name of a company. PACKIN.
So excited.
No, that can't be reached either.
Damn it. Maybe you should go to YouPorn and look up Asians packing in the search bar. Don't do it. I'm joking.
All right, hang on.
Wait, you're not
Chinese
really.
packing. No.
Chinese packing.
Package wrapping in China. Chinese workers packing speed. Oh, Jesus.
Whoa.
Yeah, we got fucking adult real quick.
What?
People also ask, what is appropriate to wear in China? What are the 4 seasons in China?
What?
All right, we need to stop internet.
Yeah, what happened
As soon
here?
as we saw, a fucking audio clit, we needed to change this.
Did you...
What?
audio clit?
Yeah, that's my joke about the whispering box.
That is. Good. Nice. It was so subtle. I barely heard it.
Anyway, I had bad experiences in Chinatown. So one time I had my my man purse and my jacket was kind of strewn over my strap, and I was walking, and there was a man with a bucket on a cart. Mm-hmm. Or no, what's that orange thing that you? It's like a
mop bucket.
No. It's like a cart, but it's like it has the flat end and.
Like a
carrier with wheels. Dolly,
yeah.
Thank you. That was the most useless 30 seconds of my podcast
Sorry,
ever.
you yelled, laughed.
But so he had a bucket with live fish in water and was just carting it around.
What?
No. That's an everyday thing. And then the fucking fish live splashed water on my jacket. What did he say? Boop. Fucking nothing. Not even fucking anything. That's not like I have but that's Asians wide or Chinese wide anyway. They just don't believe in like, I guess you believe in honor and fucking all that shit, but you don't want to just say, hey dude, sorry. Listen, if I go to fucking Germany and I don't know fucking German, if I splash somebody with my fish water, I'm going to say, ooh. I'm going to do like my shoulders are going to shrug. I'm going to say, I'm going to do a sad face like, ooh, whatever, before I fucking goose step away. But you know what I'm saying? Like, just say you're fucking, like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Do some type of maybe small bow, maybe a hand out with a nod in a way of acknowledgement that you were just was actually smashed. Very Asian.
It was very Pocahontas, actually.
I was painting with the colors of the wind.
Yes, exactly.
Yes, but
much like I've been doing with my purse.
Yeah, well, it's very colorful.
Yeah.
Very colorful.
But you understand, like, why can't I, like, the way Patrice O'Neill said it, he's like, why? How many times do you have to have a bad experience with a certain type of person before you're allowed to prejudge that certain type of person?
Yeah.
Yep. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm not saying they shouldn't drive. I'm not saying they shouldn't vote. I'm not saying they should have bad, you're not allowed to this and that, blah, blah, blah.
They shouldn't vote. That was such an extreme example. I'm not saying they shouldn't be allowed in the ballot box, but can they read?
Listen, motherfuckers, until you get your fish water together, you're not allowed to vote. But I'm just saying, like, why am I not allowed to judge you for and that's not just an individual thing. That's just kind of you're allowed to like try to get on the bus before anyone leaves the bus. Mm-hmm. It's just a thing. Mm-hmm. It's just not a courtesy. Is not the culture's bag. You know, and they do other shit great. And on an individual level, great. I went to China. Like, I get it. Like, there's some nice people. But the motherfuckers do not drive well. The motherfuckers smoke and spit indoors. Yep. You just piss on the road. Babies will just shit, apparently, just hanging. Oh, my baby needs to shit. I don't have a diaper. Just hang him right in the fucking gutter. Just go ahead. Poop right in the gutter. Like.
Is that real?
Yes.
No, you saw that? That's real, or
I
you
didn't
just
see the
you
poop
know
baby.
that are you?
But
that's
no. But I've been told. Yes.
Wow.
So I'm just saying, like, that's legit. That's not cool.
No.
But I'm not saying you're less human. I'm not saying I hate you. It's not hate speech. It's just stop shitting in the road.
Yeah,
like,
not
don't
too much
splash me with your fucking fish water. And if you do, just say, just a little. Yeah, like, it's okay if you just communicate with me, motherfucker. Like, shit.
I mean, it's not outlandish for you to want an apology or an apology sound
apology sound.
Yeah, like an apology, as you said, like that. It's not hard for you to want that. So I understand. I'm sorry you're not getting it in just a regular everyday Chinatown with Mr. Miyagi. I don't know his name. I'm sorry.
How do you feel?
I feel good. How do you feel?
I feel really good.
Good. I'm glad. Did you drink all that water?
Yes.
Wow.
Well, that's part of the diet thing.
I mean, I really want to know more about that diet thing, but like, do you want to not talk about it on the podcast? Like,
No,
is that
fine. So it's a meal replacement thing where I eat 5 meal replacements a day, and then I eat 6 to 8 ounces of lean meat and a shit ton of vegetables. So I eat a lot and I drink a lot of water and I don't exercise at all, and it works really well. So.
And did you like all of these meal replacement thingy bobbers? How did you come across them? Did like someone say, "Hey, you should try this"?
I have a close family member who lost a lot of weight doing the same thing. Mm-hmm. I was up to 315 pounds, 32, and my fucking hip hurts chronically. Like, that's not a good thing.
Yeah.
My back was hurting more than it already is now. Like, I was not doing well. And, you were
an old 32-year-old.
I was an old 32-year-old. And I just figured, my hip's just going to hurt now. And the thing is about, like, that whole idea of, how treat day happens a lot. Mm-hmm. So I would be up and down on these other diets, and I'd be very serious about it. Mm-hmm. And I would. It'd be legit. I'm working out hard, blah, 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 blah. But I would have that idea, pizza, or Thai food, or And so I'm like, okay, I'll do it. And since I'm so serious about this diet, I might as well get good and fucked up now. I might as well get the pizza and the chips and the ice cream. Mm. And so I would do that since I'm going to be really serious. And then it would be after a week or 2 or 3, I'd be like, all right, I feel really good. I feel a lot better. I'm losing weight. I feel strong. I think I deserve, like, I would have a good date or a bad date, or I'd have a good, a good date, I don't have time to, but like, I'd have a good experience or a bad experience, a good show, bad show, blah, blah, blah. And I'd be like, I'm going to either reward myself or punish myself with pizza.
With pizza. That's always, no matter what it is, it's
pizza's
pizza.
The fucking shit,
no,
man.
I hear you.
I mean, I would, if I was treating enough, I'd do some sushi or some L&L or something else. But like, so I would like, okay, but since I'm really serious, I'm going to get good and fucked up now. So I better, do what I did last night. And so, I would do that, and it became shorter and shorter, where it was like 3 weeks in between cheat days. Mm-hmm. It would become a week in between, and towards the end, it was like every 2 or 3 days. Mm-hmm. And I was up to 315 pounds or more. I just hated myself. I didn't feel right. My sleep was shit. My fucking back was shit. My hip was shit. Like, all this. And it was just like, okay, I can't keep making believe that it's, that it's always going to be this way. And I just don't, I'm just big boned and I'm just this. And I'm just like, I never fucking thought, that I could be 200 and this morning was 224. But like, the other day I was, by the way, that's what a treat day does. Yesterday I was 219.
Sorry. Whatever, dude, that's still very, very great.
For sure, but I never thought I could ever get down to this. I figured even if I was just doing my keto, or even if I was just this or just that, and I was very serious and I worked out, blah, 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 I could get down to maybe 260, 250, and it'd be all right. But like, I'm lower than that. I never thought I could fit into a fucking large t-shirt. A large. Well, that's fucking crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you've had that experience too.
Yeah. I mean, you get into kind of a mindset of this is who you are and what you look like, and that's just the way it is. And you've tried multiple things before, and you've never been able. The only thing I ever was really able to lose weight for was my wedding, and that was when I had never had that kind of motivation before. Maybe I'm not even sure. I don't know if it was just like the motivational aspect of it, but I had never been motivated enough to actually look at what I was eating and give a crap about it. But I mean, Then I had a baby, and now I am not as good about it or anything. But I know what you mean when you just get in that mindset of like, this is who I am. This is how I've been for so long. This is, I'm kind of like a fat person or like a chubby person or whatever. And so
we'll make jokes about it and we'll fucking do, it'll be like, this is my identity.
Becomes part of your identity. Exactly.
Yeah. I hate getting stuck into that identity shit.
But we're both after photos right now,
this
Peter.
Is true.
We have both been in the before category, and now we are an after photo. So we're
That's
fine.
True.
And you are at the most after of your afters. You are at
You've lost a lot of weight too.
But you are at the most after of your afters, so that's great. You look great.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Even though my beard is splotchy.
Yeah, I was thinking that. First thing I said when I saw you.
It just feels like a chia, like in between. You know what I mean? Like.
Are you trying to go like full? Like,
I think I'm gonna try. Yeah. Ooh. Well, because I'm not around certain friends. If I was around those certain friends, they would rag me too much, and I would just the opportunity would not. But I also don't see those motherfuckers very often anymore. Turns out, just because you call someone a friend doesn't mean they are. But I. Yeah. Anyway,
you can get into that if you'd like.
No, I mean we should probably. It's up to.
Don't worry.
We're at 2:23.
Okay, this is way too long of boring. get out.
No, I've had a fucking blast. I'm just saying.
This has been. I've had.
I think 2.5 is a good cutoff. Joe Rogan does about 2.5, and we're the same. I'm just as talented and fuckable
Foxy.
And all those things.
Absolutely, absolutely.
But I'm trying. I think I'm gonna try. I'm gonna shoot for it. But it might get real thick here and nothing here. So I might just have to surrender. But I don't want to do the whole, like, I'm in a 90s techno thing where I just keep the bottom chin like that.
Yeah.
And then curve it up because I'm not in.
It's
a very Mexican thing, dude, to do like the.
Yeah, very thin.
Like my whole jaw outline would look like a John Waters mustache. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to do that,
All right, fine.
So
I think you could do it though if you put your mind to
Thank
it.
you.
They have like beard oil and stuff. Then you
oil?
can. Yeah, my husband's friend is like super into his beard. I don't even know. It's like a thing, and they have like beard oil, and he like really grooms it. I don't know. I don't even know. It's like a thing.
Like you do with your underarm hair.
Exactly. I braid it.
Well, I was thinking I can see it peeking out. It's actually
that
yellow.
Is not
it's
true.
Yellow today.
I just shaved my armpits. I just shaved them this morning. Not true.
Ha ha.
Ha ha. Now everyone thinks you're hairy. Ha ha.
Ha ha. These people who don't meet you. Ha
ha. Ha ha. Who think
I do want to say before we wrap up, I fucking love South San Jose. Mm-hmm. I fucking love South San Jose. I was talking about it with Jake. I fucking love South San Jose, and I don't like a lot of other parts of San Jose, but I fucking love. There's something about, I want to say Almaden, like more north of Almaden. Like, is that like Kirtner? Is that more, or that's more east, right?
Well, no, that Kirtner's there, and the Camden maybe is what.
Camden, I think. So everyone from like Camden to Cottle, even to fucking stupid where Flames used to be. What's that area?
Burnell.
Yeah. Everywhere from there to there is fucking legit, dude. I love that shit, man.
You should come visit. Also,
I was
that's
thinking,
like my hood.
Well, I've been playing with the idea of moving. Maybe, but I'm not gonna say it on the podcast yet. Well, I just did, but I'm not gonna get into details.
Oh, it's like a teaser, and then you'll be like, next episode we'll find out where will Pete move.
Right.
Yeah.
Everyone's riveted. But I was thinking about it. But anyway, I was also thinking, because I should be rich and famous any second now.
Yeah.
That one of my houses will be in South San fucking Say. Like when I want to just fucking relax. Something about the vibe down there. It's not anything else except the vibe. It's the fucking vibe. You know what I mean? Like that whole area is just, and part of it was because I lived down there during some nice times. But like it's just a nice hood. I don't know why.
It's all I know. I mean, I lived in, Southern California as well, but like that's all I know.
You were born in South San Jose, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I was born in what is that? Good Samaritan Hospital.
Okay.
Over there. So yeah, I was born in San Jose. I lived in San Jose my whole life except for that 1 year, and that's it. And it's all I know. So the vibe is Maybe that's why you think I'm so cool.
No,
I'm putting those words in your mouth right now. I just did it. I felt it. You wrote that note, though, that you said.
What?
Just the one that they can't see.
What did I say? Oh, you know what? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to break the fourth wall. There is no note. All right?
Ladies and gentlemen.
Stop lying to the podcasters.
I'm breaking down all the walls, and he's giving me notes with his eyeballs.
I do not think you're cool. But, no, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I really love that fucking area, and even the stupid ass Oak Ridge Mall. I kind of like stupid ass.
I could like walk to stupid ass Oak Ridge Mall from my house. It's that close to me.
Yeah, but is that still? There was a Snell. Did you know me when I lived on Cottle, or when I lived on? I guess no. I think I was. So you know those big. See, right before the Cottle exit. 101 South, right before the Cottle exit, there was that development on the right.
Yes.
I lived in those houses.
Okay, I don't know.
Or in those condo apartments.
Yeah. I don't know where.
And then I moved to, after a year and a half or so, I moved to Snell Way.
I think it was like
Snell Way.
Snell, I think.
Yeah. Snell, by the way.
Like smell, but Snell.
Yeah.
Oh, that was... What if you can you do
that was very cheesy actually. That was a
really
cheesy.
Nice. It tasted like cheese?
A little cheesy.
That's just, I swear I just smell pizza. No, oh my god. I swear I just smell pizza. Oh.
Look, there's some glass cleaner too.
Maybe that's
it in the air.
Yeah, that would work.
All right, we got to wrap this up.
All right, man.
Thank you so much, Bridget, for being on.
Thank you so much for having me.
Bridget, she's not Linda, but I will bring lemons next time. You don't eat lemons anymore, do you?
Not quite like I did, but
okay.
I will.
It's a weird thing.
I like food.
But me too.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bridget, thank you so much for being on. I really fucking appreciate it, and we'll have you back. I don't know why I say we, as if I'm on PBS, but I will have you back.
You're cute. Okay, thanks.
Thank you. Here we go.